Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Games Done Quick Hotfix. Tonight is our community grab bag. If you're not familiar with what the community grab bag is, it's actually a selection of runs that have been picked from our submission form. And if you don't know about that, you can actually submit your runs to be on the hotfix. So this is a this is a selection of games that you, the audience, have submitted to the hotfix to be showcased. And yeah, we've got a bunch of those tonight. Just before we get into our first game here, I've got a few quick reminders. Summer Games Done Quick is going to be back. It's going to be GDQ 2026 live in Minneapolis, Minnesota. That's July 5th to the 11th. You can visit gdq.gg to learn more or register for the event. You can also check out the schedule over at gdq.gg/schedule. If I'm already stumbling over my words now, it's going to be a great night. Also, we do have Black in a Flash. That's a community that uplifts and connects Black speedrunners of all levels, hosting special events throughout the year to raise money for charity and celebrate Black talent in the gaming scene. You can use !BAF in chat to learn more and get involved. And of course, their next event, Juneteenth, is going to be coming up. That's Juneteenth Class of 2026. It's going to be airing June 18th through the 21st, right here on the Games Done Quick channel. Use !Juneteenth in Twitch chat to learn more and see the schedule. With all that said, we've got Wolfenstein 2009 here. I'm going to hand it over to you. I'll let you introduce yourself.
Yo, what is up, gamers? My name is Kongman21, and I am your cinema runner for the day. This is Wolfenstein 2009. This is the game that came out on PC, PS3, Xbox 360. This is Raven Software's attempt at a Wolfenstein game, and it basically boiled down to, we read the script of Return to Castle Wolfenstein, the game before this one, and we just threw it out the window. We made our own entire game. This is, this is a game of all time. So to give you like a quick little like rundown of like who I am, my name is Kongman21. I believe I already said that. I'm already stumbling over my words just like my host did. It's gonna be peak cinema today.
We're in good company here.
I primarily run Jack X Combat Racing. This game and the really bad Coraline game on the PS2. Yes, the movie game. They made a game. And yeah, I just have a lot of history with this game, and I'm glad I finally get to showcase it.
Yeah, happy to have you here to showcase it.
Yeah, alright, so, a little quick thing about the category I'm doing unrestricted, which means we were able to find a way to get into the game files and re-enable our autosave and auto-load. So now we can quick save, quick load with the press of 2 buttons, and you're going to see me do a lot of crazy stuff with this. So I'm going to go ahead and start the new game. We play on the easiest difficulty, cheats are not enabled. I will let you know when time starts, because this is a unskippable cutscene. We love the thing we have to watch every time we want to do a run. So one quick note, this is the only game with BJ Blazkowicz where he has black hair. We don't know why they gave him black hair in this game. Every other game he's blonde. In Wolfenstein 3D, Spear of Destiny, the most recent 3 games, because we don't count Youngblood as a game, he has blonde hair. And this one, he's right there, he has short black hair. And we don't know why. So we're gonna watch BJ beat up some Nazis. I guess obvious trigger warning, if you don't know what Wolfenstein is, you will see a lot of swastikas, but we are going to be killing a lot of Nazis. Here's an anti-air gun that can't penetrate a 3-inch steel door. Cinema.
What were guns made of back, or what were planes made of back then?
Oh, we don't know. But he's got a pistol. Indiana Jones, the Raven Software. Alright, so the big like hook of this game is you have these really cool powers through a medallion, which you're gonna see BJ pull out of his coat here. In just a moment.
You will not escape that easily. What is that in your pocket? Show me!
Oh! He's gonna need a call!
It's a bomb!
You know, I love how people immediately think it's a bomb and they just open fire. So this is actually an ability. That's actually an ability you don't get in the game. They just threw it in a cutscene and went, enough.
And we will never see this again.
Correct. The smartest man in the entire gaming history.
I'm good, man.
Knows to run away. Alright, so what's funny is I can't skip this cutscene, but the second cutscene I'm allowed to skip. Quick little note on the second cutscene. As soon as I skip the cutscene, I have to perform a skip, which is either A, I succeeded, B, I softlock myself, or C, the game crashes.
Heck
So,
yeah.
strap in, boys. We might get to see this cutscene again. Alright, Wolfenstein. That's just what they called it. No extra tagline. Alright, so here we go. So I'm going to give you a countdown from skipping this cutscene. So we're going to go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Boys, we made it out. We succeeded. Alright, so what I did there with my quick save, quick load, one of the few things we get to do is we can clip through certain walls. Quick save, quick load will also refresh our stamina bar and refresh our medallion, which you will see us collect later on. So right now we're in the train station. This is just the simple, every game needs to have a sewer level stipulation nonsense.
I mean, yeah, I think
we're
it's
gonna
in the
go meet
game
up with
dev
this-
contract.
Yeah, we're going to meet up with this guy named Eric Engel. He's going to yap at us, telling us there's stuff on a train.
I'm Eric.
There's a...
I work with the Kreishaus.
Alright.
Listen, we don't
That's
have
new.
long. There are Nazis
So this guy's going to yap at us. He's
fighting
telling us we got to go kill some Nazis, stop this train with some weird stuff on it. It's not that important. Since I technically have the pre-order version of this game, I get this cool flamethrower. It's not legal for runs until the cannery. So you're going to see me pick this up and then just not use it. Alright, anyway. So we're going to jump up here and attempt to jump over this little invisible barrier, which I get. This saves like 5 seconds or so. So this door is going to unlock. We're going to run past these guys. We don't need to kill them. We need to kill these 4 guys exclusively over here. He's running away. There's also a lot of blood in this game, in case it wasn't obvious. Alright. And if I did it soon enough, nope, he's kind of stuck on the train. We gotta give Eric a second to get over. Oh, they clipped through the train. Look at him go. Alright, so we're gonna blow this up. We're gonna blow up this door with the 1 stick of dynamite you saw us pick up. Because, like, apparently we just can't shoot a door open. Alright, so we're gonna pick up a gun. We never use that gun. Instead of going to our left and going through, like, the long, like, tunnel system, we're just gonna do this quick save, quick load flying thing we get to do in this game that I told you about. And we're just going to skip all of that. This seems like a minute and a half. We're going to hit this load trigger over here. And now we get to progress through the game a little more normally. Another like fun little oversight with this game is they don't give you a crosshair. So this is all just like your aim, by the way.
I didn't notice that until you said it. That's wild.
Yeah, they just don't give you a crosshair in this game, by the way. So we're gonna have a lot of Nazis pouring out through here. There's gonna be some rain across the catwalks. We want to try and kill. That's my guy. We don't want to kill him. We need to try and kill the Nazis on the catwalks because this will prevent the second wave from coming down. And if I think I got all of them up there. Oh, that's my guy again. Alright, that should be all of them? Yep, okay. So now the train is going to explode. We're going to do like this weird like anti-gravity nonsense. It's kind of interesting. You're going to see it here in just a moment. Alright. Yep, so apparently the Nazis have found a way to like harness anti-gravity materials. They don't fully explain how they got it. Sometimes it affects us, sometimes it doesn't. But you're going to see them all flopping around. I'm going to try and hit this window skip here. First try, there we go. Pick up some gold. Gold is really important in this game because it's going to allow us to buy our upgrades and items that we need. And then we're just going to run past everyone, leave the level. So that was train station. Now we're going to talk to this guy. He's going to give us a journal. The journal, whenever we first were planning routes for this game, thought it was completely useless. And it turns out it's actually a way for us to just teleport around this hub world. This is also the only Wolfenstein game with a hub world because we do not count Youngblood as a game. So one thing you just saw me do is with our quick save quick load, we can skip dialogue. And by doing that, BJ essentially, like a lot of us, has social anxiety, so we don't need to ever talk to anyone or listen to them talk to us. Also, with quick saving, quick loading, it prevents fall damage. So what we were supposed to do is we were supposed to go talk to the Black Market Brothers, who's the one who sells us our goods. We don't actually need any items until like the 5th or 6th level of the game. So this is a prime example of me not listening to people. So we're gonna talk to Eric. Don't care. Caroline's gonna try and tell us something, and we're just gonna. Oh. And we're just gonna walk away from them. And we're good to leave. Alright, so now we're on to the dig site, which is apparently where the Nazis have been digging up these crystals. And there's a certain medallion that we might have seen from an opening cinematic that we might get. A dig site is normally like a 10-minute level. We have absolutely broken this level in half, and it is kind of weird, like, what we've done to it. Alright, so we're just gonna run past all these guys, because this is just the hub world. Yeah, so now we're gonna go to the dig site. Instant skip a cutscene. Okay, that's new. I've never done that before. Just didn't load the cutscene at all. Alright, so normally we turn left here to go get our medallion and our crystal. However, we're going to run to where essentially the end of the level is. A slight oversight they have in this game was they have every potential load trigger is already loaded in whenever you start a level. Step back a little more. There it goes, okay. Sometimes the load trigger for dig site moves around a little bit. So we're just gonna keep running. And now we're gonna run over here to this lever, which is essentially where the end of the level is. We're gonna sit back here, flip the switch a little bit. Hope you like me flipping the switch.
Eventually
and we beat dig site. Now, however, we're going to jump up here, grab some more gold. And now we're going to go back to the dig site. Yes, we just beat dig site, but now we're going back.
Okay. I'm listening.
Alright, so now we need to go get our medallion. We're going to pick up this coal barrel while we're at it. Anyway, well, that did not do what it was supposed to do. That was supposed to kill those 3 guys there to make this part a little bit easier. So a type of enemy you're going to see a lot in this game are called the scribes. Which is this guy talking in tongues, essentially. And he's dead. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that. Alright, a little bit of a strobe warning here. So this is Sergey, part of the Golden Dawn. He's trying to tell me how to use this medallion. So we're just gonna, like, spam click this.
You can go in and out of...
So that way he recognizes I have done the task he wants me to do, and I'm skipping his dialogue.
I'm telling you this because the... Meet me later.
Alright, so now that we're done talking to him, we're gonna progress through the level a little bit more. While we are essentially in this medallion, we have a thing... This is essentially what they call the Black Sun Dimension. It is just our world and their world colliding with ours. We get to see these... as you can see, enemies are highlighted. You will see, like, different patterns we can walk through. Explosives are lit up, and these little blue creatures are called Geist, which we can shoot to cause, like, an electrostatic ability. And it helps kill a lot of enemies. So now that we've collected this time crystal, which allows us to slow down time, we just leave the level. We don't care anymore.
So,
now it counts that we have everything.
Did they
this guy just stands in our way.
explain the magic at all in this game, or do you just have to accept it?
So essentially the magic in this game was the Nazis went, hey, we want magic, so we're just gonna start digging.
Okay.
And they found it.
Okay.
And then the super cool British people that give BJ all the missions were like, oi, we're the British, we want some of that too, to put it on museum. And BJ's like, alright, I'll go get it for you.
Okay.
You did a good job.
So we're gonna come back down here. We're gonna talk to Caroline Becker again.
It's a Vander.
And we don't care what she has to say. This guy's gonna give me a side eye.
Caroline, the team is...
I mean, I'm not gonna complain about a shooter with cool mechanics. It just feels really out of place.
Yeah, so what I just did there was with our journal, we're able to revisit levels. So by re-entering a level and then exiting the level, it will always place us where the end of the level would normally put us. So it allows us to just kind of go around this warp room a whole lot faster. And like, so every time you're gonna see me quick save, quick load, it's usually me to like regain all my health and redo my stamina. This is also like one of the only Wolfenstein games that doesn't do health bars. They just do the stupid bloody effect that every 2010 game had. So that's one of our black market guys. He sells us stuff. We usually only buy it to do crystal upgrades. So now whenever I use my Meyer ability, it will only slow enemies and not myself. Really handy. So this speedrun's very quick, by the way. So this is the church level. Normally we have to go and destroy these 2 machine gun nests. However, we don't have time for that. We need to go get to their really cool machine they're building. So we're gonna run to this corner. We're gonna start flying. And now I'm going to just run into the void for a little bit. How's it going, guys? Welcome to my crib. It's the void. And now we're just out here. So normally... Oh, I almost fell off. Normally we have a big boss fight over there. We're just going to go all around that. And then we're going to jump on this roof, jump over, make the jump. And now we're essentially like halfway through the level. Just by in like 30 seconds. And then you thought that skip was cool? Alright, well, we're just going to go ahead and skip to the end of the level now. Yeah, we're just going to skip to the end. We're tired of this already. So we're going to do some more jumping. There's an invisible wall here I have to get over. Alright, there is that invisible wall. And then this is a really high invisible wall. You're going to watch me scale for a minute. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead.
I feel like I have a lot of questions, and I feel like we don't have the time. I guess my one question, this is the same dev that did Singularity, right? The time distortion game?
I believe so, yeah. This was Raven Software, Razer, a couple other like big name companies.
I feel like this has to have some elements that like inspired Singularity, because this is that's kind of the vibe I've been getting.
Alright, so we need to destroy this really like big machine the Nazis have created by shooting these little weak points that normally you can see clearer than this. But because we did a skip, you don't get to see it. I seem to be, there's the last one. Alright. I'm going to show you this really cool cutscene, because you get to see the cover box of the art, or the cover art of the game. There's only like 2 cutscenes you're going to watch in this game. So we destroy the Nazi machine, and this guy, yeah, he doesn't get melted, and instead he gets possessed. Jump scare warning, by the way.
What?
Yeah, now he's a zombie.
There's no way there's zombies in this.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my god.
And now we have to kill him. He's gonna claw at us, he's gonna shoot us with an energy blast. And, okay, he's dead. Alright, now we get to leave. Alright, and since we did a lot of quick save and quick loading, our truck looks like this. Alright, so that was church. Hope you had fun. Alright, so one of the boss fights we were supposed to do is now just like a reoccurring enemy. This cool guy. I forget his actual name, but, ooh, you're not very friendly. We have to, like, shoot his little weak points here. And once we do, we get to collect this gun. This is the particle cannon. This is going to come in handy a little bit later, so we're just going to store that away for now. You'll see that gun in a little bit. So this is the Golden Dawn. These are, like, the super paranormal activity people. I don't care what this guy has to say. This guy's going to, like, complain that we're not giving him the medallion. If we're just going to ignore him. He's going to tell us to go to the tavern to go talk to someone about... Apparently someone got kidnapped or whatever, but Apparently that's our problem now. So we're gonna go back to the train station, leave. So remember how I said this game was made by Raven Software?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to the Raven's Nest. Yeah, they just had to slap themselves in the game.
A toast to Hans. The great
Okay, so I looked this up for my own benefit. This game did come out after COD 5, so this was after Nazi Zombies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so we're going to talk to this guy. He's going to tell us to go to a farm. Again, we have social anxiety. This is the only one we can't skip. So we're just going to walk away from him. However, we do have to wait for our compass to update up top, so
I know you've explained it.
Alright, and
It's
that
just
is
so
the tavern
fun.
level.
It's just so funny having you just staring at the door.
Yep. Alright, so now we're going to go back to the church. And we're going to leave.
Okay.
So now we are closer to where the farm level is.
Gotcha.
There's some guys there. Don't want to deal with them. Yeah, so our yellow crystal lets us slow down time. Because I got the one upgrade, I get to move faster. Alright, so this is the farm. We're going to immediately quick save, quick load. So, because for whatever reason, whenever you load into this level, you can't sprint. So you have to quick save, quick load.
Interesting.
So normally we have to go through that house there, but conveniently there's this nice little divot in the wall here. And we're going to go flying again. And we're going to go so high, the map kind of bugs out. Alright, so we made it over the wall. And now we're going to keep running. We're going to jump up here, do some more jumping. Some parkour, as they like to say. That truck is now officially bugged out. We absolutely love it when they do that. So normally we have to clear out this entire house, get past this machine gun guy. It's an annoying, tedious fight. However, we can just jump over here and just completely bypass all of that. And now we are going into the secret Nazi base that they've put under a farm. And we're going to steal this guy's gun. This is the MP43. This is the second best gun in the game. This is the gun you're going to see me using the most. More parkour. I'm stuck on nothing. Thank you, game. We're going to casually rob this guy of his bazooka and go back to what we're doing. So now we have a bazooka. I might use it once. I might not. Right, so we're going to run up here. We're going to kill a couple of these guys. Wait for this elevator. Alright. Kill that guy on the way out. Alright, so that was the farm. I hope you had fun. So now we're going down to the caverns, because apparently they dug out this entire cave system to go looking for crystals. A neat little tidbit here. There's a random invisible object here that we don't know what it is. You're going to see me like lift off the floor here in just a moment. Or maybe not. Alright. So here's the Nazi base. It's this really like 10-layer area you have to run through. So remember how I said that every load trigger is always loaded in this game? So normally we run out there to fight them. We're just going to go up this ladder. And we're going to fly over this train. And then by jumping down here, this is the end of the level.
Thank goodness you made it, BJ. Hurry, use the machine gun.
And now we have an auto-scroller.
Heck yeah. Is it really an FPS without an unskippable auto-scroller?
Correct. So these are the sniffers. They are pretty much mutated humans that the Nazis have created to find these Noxon crystals that are in my medallion here. The reason they were in the cavern is because there's a shield crystal we were supposed to pick up, but fun fact, you don't need it for this game. You do not need the shield at all. The shield is the most useless crystal in the game. Alright, so that was the farm. Hope you had fun. So now we're going to go back to Midtown. And now we got to go talk to the Golden Dawn again.
American is here.
Run past these guys. So the Golden Dawn guys, they're not going to tell me, we have an issue at a hospital. We need you to go figure out what's going on there. There's some paranormal activity.
Agent Bless.
He's going to yap.
A nurse. I've marked her.
Alright, well, anyway, we don't care. Don't you love just wishing you could just skip dialogue with everyone? What a cool feature.
Yeah.
So, we're gonna run through here. Normally you can't run through here until you get the hospital mission, because this is all, like, on fire. But apparently once you get the hospital, nothing's on fire anymore. Amazing game design. Alright, so this is the hospital. Big trigger warning for blood here. There's one room you walk through that's just completely covered in blood. Alright, so this is the hospital. It's essentially just your paranormal level. This is probably one of our most broken levels in the game. So there's that guy. I don't even remember what his official name is. I just call him the Stealthy Assassin. It's probably better than what his real name is. You're gonna see me use some little Meyer tricks here. Instead of going up the stairs, we're gonna do a quick little skip here. Oh, maybe. Okay. It might have been faster to take the stairs. Right. So that cool particle cannon I picked up, we're gonna cycle to that now. Alright, so now that we're in here, the cool guy's gonna jump down onto this guy. And hopefully, if I do this correctly, we're going to kill him before I have to go up and fight him as a boss. And we got it.
Nice.
Alright, so I skipped the boss fight, and that guy phased through a door. Sometimes they just phase through doors. Alright, so conveniently I avoided the boss fight, which saves like a minute time. I'm going to show you T-posing Timmy here. He's my best friend. It's this guy laying down on the floor, but when we quick save, quick load. Alright. Hope you enjoyed him. Alright, so we're going to skip a lot of load triggers in this level because of our ability to fly. Normally there's like a whole big fight sequence you got to do. We're just going to skip like 90% of that. Now that I've done this, a lot of like structures and items have not loaded in. So normally here I have to drop down and grab the Tesla cannon, and I don't have to do that because this is no longer like energized or anything, so I can just run by and ignore all of it. So I essentially skip one of the big weapons of the game because, fun fact, you don't need it. This is just a little run and gun section. The power is essentially going out so they can't see anything, but because we have our medallion, we're able to see just fine through here. Alright, so we're coming up to another boss fight, which, if done correctly, you can complete the boss fight in what usually would take 3 minutes in like 10 seconds. As you can tell, this game is very broken. Alright, so we're gonna skip this cutscene. There's this really big mutated guy here. The point of this is to get him to run into these 4 pillars to help destroy the portal. We're just gonna run over here, throw a grenade through there. And then as soon as we walk through here, he's gone. And we're gonna grab this crystal. This is our in-power crystal. And yeah, we're just gonna leave. It's supposed to show us like how to use the crystal. We don't have time for that. We don't care. We already know how it works. We're speedrunners. Then we're gonna do this cool thing again. I heard you guys like trains, so we're gonna go back to the train station.
Okay, yeah.
Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed it. Alright, so normally we're supposed to talk to the Black Market Brothers to unlock this gate over here, but we still haven't done that because we don't need to talk to them. But now we can just float over the gate. Alright, so we're gonna go talk to Caroline Becker again, like we always do. She has like every mission under the sun for us.
Oh, my friend.
Caroline, I need to know where I'm going next.
Joe is a lucky.
I'm always lucky.
That's all.
Alright, so now that she's told us where to go, we're gonna go back to the hospital again. What a cool level. And we're gonna leave the hospital. Because conveniently, the end of the hospital level and the start of this next level are, get out of my way, are just right here. I've never had that guy spawn there. I have no idea what he's doing. Alright, so this is the cannery level. This has a couple funny moments and just a big skip that just breaks this level in half. So we're gonna have more of these invisible guys. We're just gonna shred him immediately. Here's a cool party trick. Alright. They're gone. That's the only time you get to do that in this game. I will gladly take like the 2-second time loss just to do that. Alright, we're just gonna jump over this pipe here. Dodge the cool guy with the flamethrower. Mow him down. Blow these stupid pillars up. Ignore this guy. Normally we're supposed to fight like 2 flamethrower guys down here. Yeah, we're just gonna skip that fight. We don't care. Alright, little bit more Nazi slaying action there. Alright, this is where we just essentially break the level in half. Normally we have to go to the left, go through the greenhouse, fight all these like really cool guys. We're just gonna climb this wall. This essentially skips like 12 minutes of gameplay here. Alright, so now we are essentially about 80% way through the level now. We just went from like 40 to 80. We're gonna fight this guy. Alright, there should be another guy. There he is. Just spawning in. So this is their like cool cannon they're working on. They're trying to figure out like how to harness energy. We just gotta shoot these little pillars and destroy the weapon. Alright, well that was easy. As you can tell, the Nazis aren't very smart in how they design weapons. So now we're gonna run up here. Turn this shield off so we can walk through a certain barrier. Even though we've destroyed the weapon, because we didn't pass through a certain trigger, it's still going to pretend to fire the weapon, and we're still going to get that weird screen shake effect. It doesn't do anything. Stock up on some ammo, and now we are on to the General Zeta fight, another boss fight. This is probably one of the biggest like sleeper moments of a boss fight. So that's what General Zeta normally looks like, but because of the medallion, we see his true form, essentially. Yeah, we're just gonna shoot him a lot. Once he takes enough damage, he's going to go like try and re-heal. We just take out his little engines, shoot him some more, and we're just gonna repeat this. Oh, we got one attack off. He's crazy. And alright, well, that was a cool boss fight. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. We're gonna quick save, quick load, get this door to blow open a little bit faster. And that was the cannery. A 30-minute level in like 4 minutes or something. Alright, so we're gonna, once again, go back to the train station. What a cool level. And we're gonna leave. I hope you guys really like trains, because I sure do. Alright, so... Did you have any comments or questions, Mr. Host? I really just kind of been rambling.
So, early on, you went back into the second level, the dig site, to get the medallion. Is there actually, like, a gameplay mechanic where you, like, revisit levels later, or was that just simply faster to do it that way?
Oh, it is just simply faster to do it that way.
BJ.
Because normally once we get the Meyer ability, we have to like do all these stupid puzzles and everything, but the game just recognizes, oh, you already have what you need. Alright, so speaking of dig site, we're gonna go back there real quick. I already picked up that. Alright, and, well, whoops.
There's intel and stuff. Okay, that would be why there's a hub level to let you... That answers my next question of what's the point.
Alright, if this guy would get out of my way. Alright, so I hope you all enjoyed the dig site once again. And now we have to go downtown, because apparently, since we killed General Zeta, now the Nazis just suddenly know where we are. We're gonna run over here and grab this gold. I think the right amount of gold. I think I picked up everything I'm supposed to pick up. Alright, so now we are going to talk to this funny man. he's going to sell us stuff. So we need to buy the 2 levels to empower. This lets us shoot through shields, do more damage, improve rifling, this big bore, and refill ammo. Cool. So now we have everything we need to essentially just do the rest of the game. Alright, so kill this one random sniffer here. So now we are downtown. We have to go find where the Chrysler Circle is. It wants us to once again visit the black market. Once again, 100% optional. You don't have to. It's like a 5-minute unskippable cutscene. So there's a reason why we do not go in that building there. So we're gonna run over here. We have to, as I said, go find the Chrysler Circle. This is a lot of sewer levels, you know. And every game has to have a sewer level. We're gonna kill these guys. That way they don't bother us later.
Like I was saying earlier, I'm pretty sure it's hard-coded into the game dev, contract. You gotta have a sewer level, you gotta have an auto-scroller.
Yep. Alright, so we're gonna keep right into the sewers here. Eventually, one of these guys notices us and they're like, hey, there's someone down there. But we just run by him anyway. So what's interesting is somehow between wandering from where the Chrysler Circle was to here, we find out that Caroline Becker has been kidnapped and has been taken to the castle.
Come in. You must talk to Eric immediately.
So he's gonna yap at us.
BJ. We just
But again, we don't care.
short distance.
Alright, so now we're going to go to Castle Wolfenstein. Hence the whole premise of Wolfenstein. Every Wolfenstein has a castle level in it, because that's their whole shtick. Return to Castle Wolfenstein. Wolfenstein The New Order starts with a castle. The Old Blood starts with a castle. It wouldn't be a Wolfenstein game without a castle. Probably why Youngblood sucked, if we're being honest. It didn't have a castle level. You're gonna hear me dogging on Youngblood a lot. To like the 2 Youngblood runners out there, I'm sorry, man. You know your game is trash. I'm talking crap on them, saying there's 2 Youngblood runners. There's 3 2009 runners. There's me, Bantilla, a guy from Russia, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember the third guy's name because he has like 2 runs. Alright, so this is Castle Wolfenstein. There's the big castle over there. Normally you have to go across all these like bridges and everything. Yeah, we don't do that here. We hate bridges. So we're gonna run around this, we're gonna grab this gold here, and we're gonna fly to the top of this rock. This is gonna take a moment. I gotta focus on my jumps here real quick. Alright, so we made it to this rock, and now we're gonna do it again into this rock, which for whatever reason has no collision. And there is this giant platform out here that we can land on.
I mean, that's convenient.
Yeah, it is convenient. And then I'm going to autosave here in case I miss this jump. I don't, I'm crazy. Alright, and now we are in the castle. We have skipped a bunch of load triggers, and now it's just eerily lonely. Except for this one guy here. Alright, so now we are going to go pick up the best weapon in the game. We're going to quick save, quick load here. We're going to drop down. This is the Leichenstadt 44. This is the dumbest gun I think I've created in any game. Well, I created? No, that's incorrect. Here's one thing it does. It raises Porculus.
Oh.
Alright. We don't talk about that over there. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed how cool that was. Because we're not going to use that again for a little bit. And that is essentially the last gun we're supposed to pick up. So now we're going to go to the castle top. Technically, we didn't pick up the Tesla. We will pick that up in airfield. You might see me use it once. It is not a good gun at all. So, of course, we can't go all the way to the castle top because of the scripted event. And we have to jump off, otherwise it's going to collapse like it does, and we would die. Look at that. Great time save.
We will hold this area, BJ. You go
Right. So somehow these guys got up here. I don't understand how they beat me up here. They don't explain that. Alright, so now that we're in the castle, this is supposed to be like a 30 to 40 minute like puzzle you're supposed to do. Because you're supposed to like find 4 different switches you're supposed to flip. It's a whole mess. Yeah, we're just gonna skip all of this. So normally this is the path you take to get to the first one. If I do this fast enough, I can show you guys a really cool Easter egg. So, Hans, one of the bad guys of this game, is dragging Caroline away. However, if we get to Caroline fast enough up here, she has a different name, and we don't know who this is. We don't know who Rachel Herzen is. It's just a name that exists in the game. Alright, so now we're gonna go up top. This is essentially where all the paranormal stuff kicks into high gear. So all these like little baby guys you see him flying around, we get to fight its mother.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, welcome to Wolfenstein. So this is the queen, guys. We have to destroy her 4 egg sacs. She has 2 different fight attacks she can do. She has this one, which is essentially aim labs without a crosshair. This is arguably the worst cycle you could get. And then the other one is what I call the dogs, which is just these little like silver hounds that run at you and you just shoot them. Yeah. Well, welcome to aim labs in 2009. She's gonna come down, destroy our aircraft cannon. Then we have to run to another one. Dodge your little like energy blasts. And repeat the process. And alright, we once again get aim labs. Again, bear in mind, there's no crosshair in this game.
It almost feels like that has to have been an intentional game design, because like somebody at some point in the process would have gone, "Hey, boss, what about my crosshair?"
You would think that, but no. We don't need a crosshair. Alright, so now we're gonna do this again. Can I get the dogs, please? Can I showcase the dogs? Do not give me 3 aim labs. Oh my god, we got dogs. Yeah, this is literally how simple dogs is. One of them will get stuck every now and then like that. We just gotta leave him there, because it prevents extra ones from spawning. Alright, and then we can kill him. There we go. Alright, pick up a little bit of extra energy. Then we need to destroy the last egg sac. If we didn't have the highest empower level, this boss fight would be a whole lot longer. That's the only reason why we buy it. So now I'm going to sit back and enjoy this really fun, unskippable cutscene. What a great game design. Do you have any more questions while we watch an unskippable cutscene?
What the hell is going on?
Yes.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you didn't talk about this at all before the run started.
If you want to be more confused, we're in the Black Sun dimension now. The Queen Geist is gonna like throw herself at us.
I feel like I'm gonna be lost for the next
Flashbang, and we're out of the Black Sun dimension.
I feel like I'm gonna be lost for the next 20 minutes here.
All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed the Queen, guys, because she's back to fight us one more time.
Oh, good.
This is probably one of the few times you're gonna see me like use this weapon, like to fight a boss. All right, she's gonna stagger herself. Yeah, again, like if I didn't have Empower, this would be a stupidly long fight. She's really slow now. Gotta make sure I like time my Empower and shots correctly. Okay, are you done? Alright. You remember that dynamite we picked up in level 1? Yeah, apparently we have extra. And so now we're just gonna blow it up.
Look, you can never have too much dynamite.
We can't skip this part either. You gotta watch it. And then we get to leave. Again, Raven Software looked at the script and went, eh. Throw it out the window.
Like, again, Look, I appreciate that they did something like unique. Just
Random cutscene here. We just skip it. but yeah, this is definitely a unique game of all time. This is like peak 2009 gaming. A little history, like with me in this game, I bought my dad this game for Christmas because he absolutely loved Return to Castle Wolfenstein. And then he could never beat the that castle level with the Queen guys. He would have to like call me in, like even whenever like I would get in trouble as a kid and get grounded and like I wasn't allowed to play video games. My dad would be like, "I don't care, you're beating this level for me. I can't do it." And then every time I would beat it for him, he's like, "All right, I guess I'll take like a couple days off your grounding. You're good." Alright, so now we're back to talk to these guys. Oh yeah, Caroline Becker's dead, by the way, but she returns in a later game, because, you know, screw continuity.
But what about Rachel?
So the Nazis found our base, so now they're raiding us. The really cool guys where you have to shoot their, like, pillars and all that, this guy, yeah, you can just pop him full of holes now and he blows up. So this is whenever we were in the pre-show. This is the part I was talking about where there might be a guy that I can't kill. Oh, is this him? Oh, yes, it's the unkillable guy. Look at him. Oh, he finally died. we put enough bullets in him, and he finally went away. All right, so now that he's dead, I honestly thought I was gonna get soft locked there. That would have been a little upsetting. All right, so we're gonna talk to this guy.
The Nazis broke.
Alright, so now we have to go find the Golden Dawn's location. And because Eric ran away to go talk to the Golden Dawn, even though the Golden Dawn absolutely hates us, because we want to give him a medallion. And, yeah, so we're gonna do a little more sewer wandering, because the Golden Dawn is conveniently right over here. Alright, here's the Golden Dawn in their little sewer section.
Your attack on the castle.
I do not care.
Go away. Leave me
Eric's gonna
alone.
talk, Sergey's gonna talk,
So,
Eric's gonna talk,
there is some.
Sergey's gonna talk, and we get to leave.
May your aim always be true, Tavari.
May your aim always be true, he says with no crosshair. that is the motivation we needed. Here, the box has fought back. Alright, so we're gonna run back out here. Now we have to go to Downtown West. We were in regular downtown. Now we're in Downtown West. Don't ask me about the names. I don't understand it either. Alright, Downtown West. Alright, kill those guys. Get them out of our way. Alright, we just blew up a tank with a machine gun, in case y'all didn't see that.
I mean, planes were made out of paper, tanks were made out of paper back then, I guess, like...
Alright. So now that we blew up the tank and killed them, now we get to go to airfield. Now that we're at airfield, this is essentially the end game. Yeah, this game goes really quick, especially in speedruns. So we're gonna float up here. So just skip another big section of the level. Pick up some more gold, pick up some ammo. Oh, missed the jump there. Unlucky. It doesn't save any time, it's just more for style points, more than anything else.
It's the most important part of the speedrun, you know, style points.
Blow up a couple of these. Alright. So now we have to run across this giant open airfield while I'm getting mortar striked.
Good, good, easy.
But, you know, they just somehow missed me. Alright, so normally in here, there's a really big boss fight that takes like 15 minutes. I'm gonna show you this cool flying thing I do again.
Seems like a really useful thing you could do.
Yeah, it's so convenient that we were able to find this, like, just hidden in the game files by re-enabling it. Alright, I'm gonna do a quick save here, hope I lined this up correctly. Because there's just a lot of void running on a roof. Alright, we got it. Hello, T-posing man.
So I've done
Yeah,
you go ahead, you go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
So I've done a few runs with like the out of bounds walking, obviously in different games. Does this one have like any feedback at all, or are you just purely in the dark and just wait?
You are purely in the dark.
Okay, yeah.
You might, like on a church level, you might have the smoke cloud to help you, but outside of that, you got nothing else.
Hell yeah. So those are always the scariest.
Yeah, so back on train station, there is a skip you do with void running, but the problem is you have no idea where you are. You never know if you're high enough or not.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just kind of a guessing game if you're up high enough or not. Alright, so here's the Tesla cannon I was talking about. Because there's just randomly one here. As you can tell, it's not that good.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Alright, we're gonna run through here, shoot this down the hallway. There's a lot of chaos going on in here, by the way, if you didn't notice.
Is that like a zombie summoner or something?
No, so those are the scribes I was telling you about. They're the ones that, like,
yeah.
put shields on people.
Okay.
Alright, reload my gun. Reload my gun. There we go. Kill those guys because they will run 3 different ways and it's a mess to deal with. Now I gotta wait for these guys to come down. I love the part where the game just decides, oh, we're not sending anyone down, it's fine. Alright, well, they're all dead. How's it going, buddy?
Wait, was that not even a barrier?
No.
Okay, sure.
Oh, yo, he's thinking. Alright, so this is our last chance to talk to a black market brother. This is essentially where we buy the last things we need.
Well, it's a lucky...
Alright, so the things we need to buy the gallium, the flank, refill ammo. I don't have enough money. Oh well, we'll make it work. Alright, so normally we have to go through this whole maze and everything. For whatever reason, this whole ledge over here that you are never intended to ever get to in the game, like by normal mains, this is all has collision.
Heck yeah.
So I can just run freely over here, and there's like the Zeppelin and everything. And then by running onto this platform and going up to this one... Oh! Alright, well, let me try that again. I fell through the floor. What a cool feature. Alright, let's save right here. Alright, so we're gonna try this again. Oh, there we go. Alright, we can just skip to the Zeppelin.
Nice, nice.
Alright, so now we're on the Zeppelin. Basically, because obviously the storyline has made 0 sense. General Deathshead is back from Return to Castle Wolfenstein. He's trying to harness the Black Sun energy. And once he heard that, like, BJ's back in town, he's like, I'm gonna get on a Zeppelin and fly away. But, you know, you're BJ Blazkowicz, you're cool. You're just gonna chase after him by any means necessary. I am going to attempt to do a skip on this level that we've discovered like a week ago.
Alright.
And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, well, that kind of sucks. Alright.
I believe.
Really hope I have enough ammo for this.
Oh, no.
I'm a little confused. I was 100 gold short. I'm trying to like rack my brain and remember which like gold I missed. I am sliding on this elevator. That is no inputs for me. Alright, so now we are essentially like on the bottom of the Zeppelin. And we're gonna void hop across this. Alright, kill that guy. Alright, so normally we need to hop in these aircraft carriers to take out the engines, but we can also just do it with this gun. Yeah, we're taking out the engine, by the way. Totally fine. It's not gonna mess us up in any way.
Yeah, but I mean,
That one just didn't blow up.
you're not on it, so it's not a problem, right? Like,
Yeah, we're definitely not on it.
yeah.
Okay, there we go. Skip this weird cutscene. So this is like the only point in the level where we would actually need the shield. But conveniently, because I have the ability to quick save, quick load, you don't ever need the shield. Because usually you need to get through this cool like electrostatic field. Oh. Alright, and there we go. Alright. So now we're going to attempt the hard part of this. So normally we have to run to one side and drop these planes. However, we can just drop down here. Yeah, this is all like bugged out now. This is fine. And now we're gonna float up to this lower level. Alright, now we're here. We're gonna run through this door to hit our load trigger. And now that we run back, you're gonna see all the planes just automatically start dropping. Yep, and there they go. So that skips like 10 minutes of a level. And now that whole like bottom section is open. Alright, and now this is supposed to be like the big like area right before the final boss fight. However, we can conveniently just run up here, hide in this room. Get rid of that guy. Then we're gonna run back down here, flip the switch, and now we're gonna run back into our little hidey hole. Alright, and now we're gonna wait until the portal comes back down. And just shoot anyone that runs through the door.
Yeah, having this really helps survivability at the end there, hey?
Yeah. Alright, so now the portal's coming back down. We're gonna hang out right here. And we're gonna leave. Alright, so now we're going to the Black Sun Dimension. This is eventually the final boss fight, so this is a 4-stage boss fight, because why? Alright, so we're gonna hop in, and now we have to fight Hans, who's now like a super soldier, essentially. Yeah, this is 100% confusing. So he's gonna try and destroy the pillars. We're just gonna keep shooting him. Now here's the funny part, we never picked up the shield medallion.
Yeah.
As a little friendly reminder. But whenever we run up to him, and we just pull out the shield crystal. Apparently we had it the whole time. Alright, so this is stage 1 done. This is literally all of us just using our crystals. I probably should not make that hand motion again. Alright, so that's all of our crystals. That is our shield crystal that we somehow had. Now this is using our Meyer ability. So we're gonna drop down here. He has a certain spot where he loads in.
No shields? Well, I don't need one since I can alter time itself.
Up here he is.
Where are you hiding, Blaskovich?
Uh-oh. Hello.
We're gonna shoot him a couple times and he's gonna jump away. Okay, I did have enough bullets for this. I'm just that good, you know? Alright, so then after that, he kind of randomizes where he is. So I need to shoot him once with this, and then swap to the particle cannon. Yeah, this is literally just a game of cat and mouse. Hello! Speaking of the devil. Alright, there's my particle cannon. Oh, he jumped away again. What a guy, what a guy. So now we gotta run around and look for him again. There he is. Alright. So now we're gonna stab him with the Mire Crystal. Yeah. Get a little teabag in there on him. The Black Sun energy is like getting upset because you're not supposed to collect two crystals too close to each other. They don't explain that part of the game at all. That just got written out. We're gonna fall down here. Alright. The only part of a boss fight I can quick save, quick load in and not have any issues. Otherwise the game usually freaks out on most of these. So he's gonna sit up there and try and shoot me. I'm just gonna quick save, quick load, kind of ignore him.
I don't need a crystal to destroy you.
Alright, then we're gonna float up here, we're gonna run down this little pathway. This boss fight is really nothing to be worried about, especially on like the easiest difficulty. We're gonna float up here. So the only powers we have left is our M power and our Mire, which is all we need. We're just gonna run past all these sniffers because I don't know why they're here. They're supposed to be mutated people. Alright, so we're gonna shoot him and knock him off the cliff. Oh boy, we think we're done with him, but you know, that's not how Wolfenstein works. If you think you kill someone, they always come back for more. Alright, now get ready for the most epic final fight you've ever seen in a game. Alright, he's gonna land like right here. Get ready.
I will kill you for this, Blazkowicz.
Alright, and we defeated Hans. So time is going to be coming up here in just a moment. We're going to stab him with the crystal, we're going to teleport back, and then I'm going to run through another portal, and on that portal, that will be time. So I'll let you know just a moment when time comes up. So Hans has been defeated, we have saved the day. We're going to chase after Death's Head. And time is coming up in 3, 2, 1, time.
GG.
GG indeed. And now we get this cool cutscene of Blazkowicz somehow making it out alive. He steals this poor guy's parachute. That's so not necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's just dead. But my dad always had the joke with this cutscene was, that would really suck if that was just some guy's like dirty laundry and not a parachute.
Oh, didn't even check.
Alright, so that's a Wolfenstein 2009. What a game.
What a not what I was expecting.
This is a fever dream of a game. Oh, and there's the castle. Oh. Look at that low poly castle for a 2009 game.
Yeah, you're looking at 5649, by the way.
Yep. And oh, our medallion broke. Now we can't bring it back for another game.
Oh no!
Rent on that. And VJ walks away.
And none of the magic was ever explained again.
Nope.
Director, the mission.
And roll credits. There is like a post-credits scene, but it's literally just Death's Head coming out of that giant explosion, and you're like, sure, man, that totally makes sense.
I
looked out at chat and I saw RIP Hogwarts. Oh, what a comment.
That certainly was a run. Do you have any comments, any shout-outs you want to give or anything like that?
I guess like shout out to my dad for like loving Wolfenstein, because if it wasn't for him loving Wolfenstein, I probably would have never touched this game. Shout out to like all the like PlayStation Nation people in chat who were like, yeah, you're gonna get this in a run eventually. I've submitted this to GDQ like main stage events twice. Both times they said keep submitting, we'll get you next time, and then you accepted me, and I was like, I'll take it. We're in, boys. We're in. And my friend Zyphels, who I think I saw in chat, said like this is the pipeline to get to main stage. Because honestly, I think this would be a funny game just to put on main stage. Because this is just the big like, what is happening?
I mean, you asked me what I knew about the game before I went live, and I was like, it's a Wolfenstein game. You shoot Nazis, and you didn't say anything. And yeah, I think that was the correct call on your part. I don't know what I just watched.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the fun game of all time. I have 10 of the 15 IL world records. I have the cheat percent world record, which is the exact same route you just saw, but we have every unlockable at the start of the game maxed out on everything. I'm third place in this category because I don't do the train station skip because it's impossible without the cheat engine. Shoutouts to Bantilla for discovering that skip. More power to you, buddy.
Yeah, thank you so much for for being here, for showing this off. This was a fantastic fun. It's a wild game. Thank you so much for showing it.
Thank you.
Yeah, do you have just any closing thoughts or anything before we move on to the next game here?
If any of you are going to be at SGDQ, I will be there. I am conveniently going to be sitting on the couch for Zyphel's run, who's doing Gordon and Daxter, which is essentially if they put Half-Life in the Jack and Daxter universe.
Yep.
That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to spoil any more for that. It is a game of all time.
Very interesting, I will say.
It is a good game.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here. Yeah, super appreciate the run. But yeah, we got a bunch more games submitted by you, you, the audience, the viewers here. We're gonna take a quick break before we come back with Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time 3D. Just a quick reminder though, before we do go to that break, yeah, if you're ever curious about what's coming up on the Hotfix, or again, if you're interested in running on the show, if you're interested in submitting something and maybe being on the hot. The grab bag or any of our other shows, you can always check that out over at gdq.gg/hotfix. We're going to take a quick break. We'll see you in just a few minutes. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Games Done Quick Hotfix. Tonight, this is the community grab bag. This is a collection of games that was sent in by you, the Hotfix viewers, and we're going to be showcasing them tonight. Before we get into our next run, just a quick reminder, if you haven't missed out on any of our past Hotfix shows or any of our marathons, you can always go check them out over at youtube.com/gamesdonequick. And if you're watching this over on YouTube, consider liking, subscribing, and becoming a channel member to support GDQ. It does actually really help us out. And with that said, we've got Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time 3D. I'll hand it over to our runner and commentators. Let everybody introduce themselves.
We good?
Jason.
All right.
You're good.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. All right. What's up, guys? This is Ocarina of Time 3D any percent. It's a very glitch-heavy category. And I'll let my commentators introduce themselves.
So
I'm Steve.
And I'm Kara64.
Yep.
The run is about 30 minutes long.
Yeah. Okay, so because yesterday was 6-7 day, yesterday specifically, let's make the file name 67+1. I think that's a good idea. Alright, I'm gonna start time in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright.
Okay, so the general purpose of the run is to take a certain item named the Pharaoh's Wind that allow us to completely break the game. And before, Jayton need to firstly take all the necessaries to make the item work. And when he got the item, he could perform a huge glitch named the wrong warp to reach directly the credits.
Yeah, so essentially the entire route is mounting up to getting those items and then performing the wrong warp.
So in the order, it's look like exiting the forest, talking to Zelda to take the song and the letter, take the Magi upgrade, and then the Pharaoh's Wind. And once we have the Pharaoh's Wind, it's like 5 minutes to finish the game. So it's extremely fast.
So one thing that you will notice is that the game is in Italian. So this has been timed to be faster by not a bunch, maybe up to 2 seconds. But it has been timed to be faster considering all the text boxes are cleared frame perfectly. What this means is that in this game there are quick text boxes that you can clear instantly only if you press B frame perfectly. So you've got to be pretty good at mashing. Considering that only in the intro you can lose a decent amount of time if you get no text boxes, quick text boxes.
You can lose around 9 seconds to without the perfect text. So it's a combat of every second with the text. And the timing between the box are 3 frames every time, so you need to be perfect every time. And the time save for the box are...
I didn't actually know that.
You got it twice again. And the time save can be up to 2 seconds for the biggest text box. When he will exit from the house, he will take the Kokiri sword. It's the only time he needs to exit from the forest by performing a glitch naming the triple slash clip.
Yeah, we don't want to beat GDQ Tree right now. We just want to escape to go and see Zelda. We don't have time.
For speedrunning, obviously.
So, triple slash clip, which is TSC for short, is a trick that can make you that makes you have a lot of backward speed for a few frames. And this is done by slashing thrice and interrupting it at the end. In this case, it is useful because the backward speed makes you squeeze your way behind the Kokiri, and you can access autofill this way.
It was one of the first glitches discovered in the game at the release, and one of I think there are 2 or 3 maybe glitch discovered in OT 3D before being discovered in standard OT.
Yeah, so triple slash clip does exist in OT. It's just kind of here, but kind of different. You need a first person item to make it useful.
So this specific triple slash clip,
not bad.
Yeah, here it's second try, GG. This specific triple slash clip is a bit tricky because he needs to have this specific camera angle, the camera above Link, because otherwise we'll talk to the NPC while pressing A to pull out the sword. And the angle is very precise and you can't really be precise with this camera angle.
So the next trick is going to be called fessing. Generally in this game, fessing is a very fast way of moving with very few items, with like no item. So the way this works is you have to hold a certain position on your control stick called ESS position, which is just outside of the dead zone of your stick. It's a very tiny zone, but thanks to it you can actually extend some of the momentums in the game. For example, here he's gonna take a damage, and the ESS position is gonna make him slide forward. This is called a fess.
And he can extend the momentum, and by pressing the camera lock button, he could kill this momentum. Oh, we got it. And if you have the stick done right or done left, he could switch direction, as you see, between right and left without touching the neutral position. So we'll introduce you to the next trick, a very important trick in this game. It's called Sim Hover. In this game there is some weird collisions that allow Link to rise in the air if some specific actions are made to trigger it. I think we'll show you it first time before explaining because it looks very fancy. See? Like just fly from nowhere.
Yeah, it's very cool. It saves like 40 seconds over doing the intended route.
And this is the only text where Italians save a lot of time.
So yeah, usually you wouldn't do this. You would talk to Malin, she'd give you the egg, you'd wait for a day, then wake up Talon, and push the boxes.
So
this whole quest can be skipped in this way.
Second angle.
Should be good.
There you go. Just popped up into the air.
Okay, so as you see, he just rise from nowhere, and he was able to side up because at this specific points there is like some single pixels that form a collision box, and by doing some specific action like slashing with the sword or doing quick spin, you can trigger it and rise to the top. To achieve the X skipping, you have to dive to the river, still out of bounds.
This is like parkour.
Yes.
Pretty much.
To reach the loading zone with the guards.
Yeah, you're fine. Oh, no, you're fine.
Here we go.
Because
just in time.
The water is below and is rising to appear on the game.
Do you want to explain guards?
Yeah, if you do specific jump frame perfectly, the guards can't see you, and we'll see huge example here. Oh, maybe not.
I'm gonna wait.
Oh, it's
Yeah, we're playing.
It's alright.
This part is a bit random, but in some condition, you can just do some side up at the right, and if you side up perfectly, the guard doesn't see him and you can just skip the guards.
Yeah, basically if you side up frame perfectly at 30 FPS, then you're never actually on the ground, and the guards become blind. And you can like squeeze your way between their legs, and that's not an issue.
Nice, good quick text. This entire sequence right here is pretty hard. You can lose a lot of time if you don't get good quick text.
Yes, and the text box are very weird at this point. There's no changing, there's always new text box, it's a bit different. So we can explain the last glitch that is a bit complicated to explain, but very visual. It's calling Wrong Warp. It's the huge glitch that allows us to finish the game.
So basically, the idea of a wrong warp is that at the end of a dungeon, when you kill the final boss, a blue warp is going to be revealed that will warp you to the end of the dungeon. And the idea is that if we manage to both teleport thanks to the blue warp and thanks to something else, in this case First Wind, then we're gonna attempt to teleport at two places.
I think I got Task Zelda. Wait, if she's in the way. Oh, you can like barely see her medallion. It's
Yes.
funny. Yeah, it's a thing. She like won't move out of the way if you get enough quick text boxes.
And so yeah, not on a technical level, but what happens if you warp somewhere else while being in the blue warp, while the game tries to take you somewhere? You are going to warp somewhere else, which is not where the game wanted to take you and not where First Wind was set. The second idea is that the blue warp is still gonna attempt to play a cutscene. In the case of DQ 3, the blue warp wants to play cutscene 1, which in Kokiri Forest is DQ 3 dying, blah blah blah. But in Lake Hylia is gonna be the credits. Good thing that the wrong warp takes us to Lake Hylia.
I think we can do a small reminder. The Pharaoh's Wind is an item that allows us to put teleport points in dungeons, but with a very simple glitch we can do the teleport points everywhere.
Yeah, it's OT 3D exclusive also. The glitch we'll be using.
Yes. Like this glitch exists on standard OT, but it's completely different.
Yeah,
They're the same effect, but not the same way to work.
the 3 most important glitches of the run don't exist on OT, or at least not the same way or not to the same extent. Like for example, seam hovering, like we've seen to skip the egg, and like we will see again. It does exist in OT, but it's like not at the same places, and they're very tiny seams. They're huge in OT 3D.
Okay, so now Jayton wants to reach the Death Mountain area in order to go to Grand City, prepare something for the wrong warp, and reaching the top of Death Mountain. Because at the top of this mountain you have the magic.
We'll get to see a beautiful fest for all of Death Mountain Trail.
Hopefully, assuming I don't, you know.
Because we did the practice run right before, and this part was a bit complicated.
Yeah, hopefully shouldn't be too bad, but you never know.
But Jayton is very good, so he will succeed it, for sure.
Yeah, surely. That's good quick text. Get all of them.
Let's show off. Yes, this question specifically with this guard are...
The way he does... The way he does a fest is very interesting, because he's trying to benefit of the invisible frames of a roll. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, this time it's first try.
Speaking of rolling...
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Speaking of rolling, something interesting is that rolling is a very efficient way to go fast in this game. And then you have backwalking on long distances, which can also be very good. And you have fessing, which obviously is even faster.
Okay, so here you want to do 2 things. Firstly, set up a glitch to reach the Death Mountain crater, and open the shortcut between Grand City and Lostwood to prepare the wrong warp. Because he needs to go back to Grand City after. So he will do some specific jumps here, or just traveling, in order to unload the statue behind Darunia. Or not the collision of the statue behind Darunia. And after that, he could just clip through, because the collision are no more loaded. And
yeah, this is there's some memory manipulation shenanigans. It works. I don't know. Don't ask.
It's really weird. It's the only place it's worked. So you need to watch the boulder explosion, because otherwise, even if you hear the explosion, the boulder won't explode. So we finish with the jump. Sword slash.
Hopefully. I think that worked.
Hopefully.
Yep,
Yeah,
nice.
There you go.
Nice. And it wasn't a specific move to clip, it's just the collision are unloaded. So next, the Cratere del Monte Molte. We'll perform another triple slash clip to go through the magic wall.
Yeah, we love Italian, and language are so great.
It's so good.
Dude, faster, you're not gonna make it.
Oh no. Gotta hurry. There we go.
The timer is set up to your actual life, and you have just enough life. Just take a small angle,
Yo, nice.
and then you go. This triple slash clip has a specific history because, firstly, the players weren't doing that. They need bombs to explode the wall and the wall in front of the other great fairies. But the bombs are very hard to take fast in OT3D. You have to do all the Darunia's quests and almost 80% of the Donuko's cavern. It was very painful, but after some discoveries, people were allowed to skip bomb
Entirely,
entirely in the routes, and they can perform this type of glitch. And the first time this triple slash clip was performed was by doing the 2 first slash sideway and then rotate for the third one at the specific angle, and it was very, very hard to do.
Yeah, this one's way easier, for sure.
Yes.
yeah.
And this method has been discovered by a player named Ben Steven, and everyone blessed him because it's way more easier.
Oh yeah. Yeah, shout out Ben Stevens. Goat.
So we have all the necessaries to use Pharaoh's Wind. So we'll take Pharaoh's Wind right now. With another sim hover, the same thing with
I was gonna say, what do you mean you have all the necessaries? You need bombs to blow up the wall in Zora's Fountain.
Why do you need bombs?
When
the
you
method
puff up into the air, climb an invisible seam, and use the speed of a side up to clip through the wall. That makes sense, right?
Oh no.
That's alright.
He tries to perform the old skip by switching between Deku stick and sword, but it's very precise. It's like
Almost had
perfect.
So the next trick is Aqua Escape, and this specific one is called the Navi Dive. The general idea is that if you are over the water and talking to an NPC, you're gonna be in the, or Navi in this case, you're gonna be in the cutscene states. That makes you not swim into the water and just fall at the bottom.
And you can use the shortcut to Fiume Zora.
Zora.
So in the Zora domain, he wants to go behind King Zora to reach the Zora Fontaine. So he need the route oscillator to make the King Zora move. Obviously not.
Wait,
we will
wait,
creep.
no, we're not gonna weep today.
Yeah, no weeps. Sorry, chat.
Just use triple slash clip.
Yeah, triple slash clip again on an acute angle. Acute angle, walls that are in an acute angle way in this game, basically you can clip through all of them with a TSC.
Can buy some extra nuts just to be safe.
Yes. The next sim hover is very, very hard, and he need to use nuts to perform some spin for rising. But after clipping, he won't be able to go back. So if he has no nuts, he have to reload the save, and he lose a lot of time.
Yeah, thankfully it would take me failing that 20 times in a row. I have to reset.
So he took it.
Hopefully I can get it in one of those tries.
This clip is very simple. You can try it at home if you want.
Also gonna lay down on the floor for this segment. This part is pretty hard.
OMG the 3DS.
Yep.
So in order to rise to the top of the seam, he will use quick spin. just doing circle with your joystick and press B to do some spin, and it will use the cutscene time of the throwing a Deku Nuts in order to do the circles without falling.
So this was West, which is kind of like a fest, but you don't use a damage to go fast. You use the water and the impact of your sword doing a jump slash, and you extend it the same way you extend the fast, except this goes backward. And it looks very cool and it's very fast.
Okay, as you seen, he climbed first with the first setup, but he needs to do some quick spin to have enough height to clip through the thing, and he needs 3 of them in a row.
Nice.
And then he goes, second
Try.
So yeah, the way Jathan does this is he lays down on the floor and mash all the buttons because it's the best way he found to do the trick. Which is fair because
Yeah, I could not do it with just timing the presses. It's so hard.
This glitch is very hard, very precise timing. Very tough for the end because you need to keep the circle on the pad, doing all the quick spin. And this is one of the most important glitch in the history of the game, because this is the glitch the players need to entirely skip bombs. Because in RT3D we have no way to have bombs early,
or early explosives in general.
Or early explosive in general. So we did all the possibles to just skip it. Why using bomb if you don't have the necessary?
This is kind of like an OT 3D meme. When in OT, what you want is early explosives, and we've had them for a long time. And with Skull Push, we were even faster at getting explosives. In OT 3D, we still don't have early explosives, kind of. But we can skip them, it's fine. We just find ways around it.
Oh yeah.
Jayton, you going to Deku? You need Pharaohs.
Oh, you're right. That's a classic.
I think now is the perfect time to remind you guys that Jayton has the world record in this category.
Yeah, with a 25-50.
It's a good memory too.
It's the only time below 26 minutes. And yeah, the last thing I wanted to say about the early Pharaoh's Winds glitch you've seen, it's when it was discovered, it was the last glitch to skip bomb, and it saves 10 minutes. It's the complete routine of all category in the game was break, and all the routes were do remake again with this glitch.
When the game became fun.
True.
So now we'll see the second most important glitch of the run is the restricted item glitch. When you have 2 items, one you can use and one you can't use, and you have both equipped, you just have to swap the 2, and the one you cannot use is usable for 1 frame. So as you see,
this was frame perfect.
Yes, it is frame perfect, but it's quite simple because you just need to swap item and you see the frame. And
so yeah,
in this area you can do it as much as you want if you fail.
Yeah, you can retry. So it's actually fine. Except there is one other restricted item that we'll have to do in the run. And this one you cannot retry. So we're gonna use... Yes, it's like maybe the second to last input of the run.
Yeah, it is definitely the most punishing trick of the run by a long shot.
So in Deku Tree there are a lot of tricks. The 2 first are Sim Hover to go at the top of Deku, a second one to skip the 2-3-1 puzzle, another glitch to kill Goma very fast, and a last one, the wrong rope.
I'm gonna try a pretty
Firstly,
precise trick here, yeah.
Yeah, it's the harder sim hover in the game. And you won't perform quick spin, you will use a very precise ESS. It's more precise than ESS.
That should work. Nice.
And then you go.
So you have to imagine that this is extremely hard.
It's
He doesn't like it's nothing, but basically there are two people are doing this fast.
Nice.
Okay. And this was 2-3-1 skip, so we clipped through the ceiling because basically in this game the ceilings are not mandatory. And then you do a precise setup that makes you jump into the loading zone. Because one thing in this game that's interesting is that loading zones are always loaded, even if they're not in your area. So if you get out of bounds, you can still reach them.
So we use some precise hit timing with the Deku stick to kill Goma in one cycle, and then he will set up the restricted item because he can't use Pharaoh's Wind in boss rooms. He will set up the restricted item to use it specific on the border of the blue warp, and by teleporting with Pharaoh's Wind, he will perform the wrong warp.
Yeah, so time may be coming up in a second, assuming I don't like screw this up. That looks good.
It's right frame. This
Nice.
Let's go. Yeah.
This was a very good run. This was an insanely good run.
and time.
That was pretty good time.
GG.
Dang. That went insanely well, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very good. It's better than my PB.
But yeah, essentially you just warp away while the blue warper's taking you. And it adds that cutscene value to your warp location. And yeah, you get warped to the credits. It's very cool.
How was the run from you, Jayton?
How was the run? I'd say it was pretty nice, actually.
It is.
Yeah,
Wait, what'd you say?
It was pretty flawless.
Yeah.
You did almost perfect Deku.
Yeah, I can't believe I hit that same climb, low-key. That trick is very precise. You have like 10 units of leniency on your control stick to hit it.
Oh, jeez.
And this one is a kind of revenge because during the practice run he failed it twice. And now you get first try.
Oh yeah.
You're looking at a 28.8 if you're wondering. So just under that.
28.8.
28.01.
Wait, so like a 28 flat?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's funny. Nice.
Yeah, very nice run. Yeah,
The world record is 25.54. And
I mean-
28 flight is top 5. Yes, it's top 5.
It is? Yo, nice.
a very good run for a marathon setting. Do any of you have any closing thoughts, shoutouts you want to give?
Sure.
You can.
Shout out Karo and Steve for doing this. It is 5 a.m. currently for them.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So shout outs to them for staying up, for getting up this early. I've been doing all dungeons. I am very close to the world record, but who knows if that'll happen. Shout out to also like Pal, Dr. Pal 62 for finding like most of the setups used in this run. But yeah, I think that's about all I have to say. You guys got anything else?
Yeah, and the OT3 community in general.
Oh yeah, true.
Yes, all of the players.
They're
Beautiful
actually
people.
cracked.
The game is still active and very fun to run. If you have a 3DS in the game, you can just try some glitches and have fun.
Or Citra. Citra is allowed on the board. You don't have any
Citra is
reason not to play OT3D.
Yes.
True, actually.
Yeah, thank you so much. I mean, yeah, thank you all for being here, for showing off this run. This is, I mean, OOT runs are always wild, so this was an absolutely fantastic showcase. Thank you all so much. But yeah,
Of course. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah, really appreciate you being here.
Thanks for the events.
Yeah, we've got a few more games coming up this evening. We've got Gungage coming up. We're going to take a quick break. Just a reminder before we go to that break, if you are looking to get more involved with the GDQ community, you can always join the official Games Done Quick Discord and add the Hotfix role to get updates on upcoming events, chat with staff, and more. Use !Discord in Twitch chat for an invite and for more information. We're going to take a quick break. We're back in just a few minutes here, everyone. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Games on Quick Hotfix. Tonight, we are doing the community grab bag. It's a bunch of runs that have been submitted by you, the viewers. And again, as a reminder, if you do ever want to submit something to be showcased on the GDQ Hotfix, you can always do that over at gdq.gg/hotfix. Just a quick reminder before we get into our next run here. Summer Games Done Quick 2026 will be live in Minneapolis, Minnesota from July 5th to 11th. You can visit gdq.gg to learn more or register for the event. You can also always check out the schedule over at gdq.gg/schedule. With that said, we have Gungage here. I will hand it over to our runner, let him introduce himself.
Awesome. Thanks, Church. I'm Z-Money Train, and this is Gungage. It's a little gem from Konami back in 1999. A lot of people probably haven't heard of it because it only was released in the Japanese and PAL regions, so especially if you're in the US, you probably have never heard of this game or tried it out. But it's definitely a fun game, kind of a run and gun. But we can jump right in here, and the time's going to start in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Yeah, it's a kind of contrasting the previous run. There's not really any glitches or skips going on in this game. It's very much just fast-paced, run and gunning and getting through each level. There's 4 characters you can play as, and each one has different sort of abilities and weapons you can use. And I like Steer the most just because she has this extra movement and stuff, and just makes it a little bit more fun to play through. And she can crouch. For some reason, she's the only character that can crouch, but
That's weird.
Whatever, I guess. But yeah, it's this is the first and slowest level of the game. Sadly, it's a classic train rail on the rails kind of shooter. 4.5 minutes. Not much we can do about that skip wise, so we just gotta play through it. But good thing is we get through it like right away, and then we're on to the rest of the run. Every character starts on a different starting level, and some of them it's kind of a pace killer where it's like halfway through the run you have to do this train sequence. It's like 4 minutes of just please just get it over with. But I kind of like it for her, just being able to get it through it right away. We got these jetpack enemies coming from both ends here, and then other than that, I mean, this level's pretty straightforward. Just make sure they're not sneaking up on you.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never heard of this game. I was very interested when I saw it. I thought I knew most of the games from that era, but apparently I was wrong.
Yeah, no, I like looking through those, hidden gem, like obscure collection videos on YouTube, and this was one of them I came across, and I was like, that looks pretty cool. I'm gonna track that one down. But yeah, I kind of like looking for obscure games on speedrun.com that have like less than 5 runs typically on the speedrun leaderboards, and those are pretty fun to mess around with and glitch hunt. And I recently did C12 Final Resistance. That's a PS1 exclusive that I recently got the record in and found a couple glitches for.
Yeah, I was finding like
this one.
The glitch hunting is like one of the most fun parts of speedrunning. So yeah, it definitely sounds like a good hobby to just track down the lesser played games and go have at it.
Yeah, sometimes new releases you can do that too, but sometimes I also feel like there's like vultures of glitch hunters. Yeah. There's so many glitch hunters that jump in a new speedrun Discord and they're like, hey, here's the end of the game in 3 minutes. It's over. And the fun's over that fast. But These games kind of have those smaller communities where not a lot's happening anymore, and you can still find some pretty cool things that people overlooked over the years. Alright, almost done with the first stage here. We just got one more little stretch here with some ammo pickup, and then we have a boss. A lot of the bosses are going to be gone before you know it. Like, we're on easy difficulty, so we deal more damage, and we take less damage. But that you can still very easily lose quite a bit of health if you're not ready.
Those crystal things, were those just like ammo pickups, or?
Yeah, it's like coins basically in Mario. It's if you get 100 of them, you get a new life. So we use that super move on the Nova type bullets, and boss is dead. He's got this final little things where he comes at you, but there we go. This game is pretty well optimized too. I don't remember, like, I guess 1999, but like this is the loading screen right now. It's the stage clear, and then before you know it, during that transition, we're in the next level. Like, it's pretty well optimized compared to like other PS1 games I've played, where you really have to sit through some loading screens for a while.
I mean, I'm definitely some of those RPGs are like, okay, we got a drink.
Yeah. So now here's the meat of the run, is the movement. I currently have 4th place because of this right here. My movement is so bad sometimes. You have to get really good at this dash where you're double tapping up on the D-pad, and you have to do it in like perfect rhythm to keep it going.
Okay. Kinda similar to backdashing in Castlevania, except without canceling.
Yeah. You can chain it into the sideways dash, but that's still kind of awkward at times with the PS1 collision.
Yeah, yep.
Oh, come on.
Tesla drive charge.
Come on. Thank you.
See, maybe I misheard you. I know you said the train level was across. Are all the other levels the same as well, just in a different order, or is it?
Yeah, each character starts on a different level and sometimes has a different section of the level to play through.
Okay.
And that kind of makes it a little bit unique and replayable to try to get all the collectibles and unlock all the characters and stuff. Like, you start off only having the first character, Wakel, and then you have to, as you play through the game, you unlock the other characters by going in certain sections and stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So yeah, when I first got this game, I just had a lot of fun just playing through it straight, like figuring out where all the characters were and all the collectibles.
Tesla drive charged.
All right.
Warning.
This one's pretty short. Like, it's the boss is like in the same area as your starting point. As long as we don't die. There we go. Yeah, but one of those attacks hit me, I'm pretty sure it died. You can take quite a bit of damage. You earn health as you finish the each stage. It'll get your score and add that to your health.
Okay. I mean, that's a cool way of doing it.
Yeah. Can't get too comfortable though, because you're starting a level on really low health. You're gonna gonna come back and bite you. So I had a pickup that in the second level that let us get over 100 ammo. Normally you can only get 99, but if you pick up an item, you're able to get over 100, and that lets us kind of route in more ammo pickups to kill bosses a little bit faster. So now we have to aim down here. Nice. Oh yeah, one thing I didn't mention is this laser remote pickup, only a stair can do that as well. So every other character you have to physically walk into the ammo and health pickups and stuff. So that's another reason I really like playing this area.
No, I mean, so this is like a PlayStation game. It doesn't look like it controls that bad. Is that just deceptive, or?
I mean, it's tank controls, so I've just been playing a lot of PS1 games lately, so
Okay.
I'm used to it a little bit more, but it's not. I've definitely played worse PS1 games for sure.
Are you, so I saw some Japanese text at some point. Is this, like a Japanese version, or is this, like a NA version?
Yeah, this is the Japanese version. The PAL version, I think, is a little more expensive if you try to track that one down, but the Japanese version isn't too bad. And version-wise, I think they're pretty similar. Oh, we almost got the cycle as before he looped back around, but it was still pretty fast. Yeah, the big moth boss there.
So somebody mentioned, they said this game is similar to Mega Man Legends. Maybe I wasn't fully understanding. I know you mentioned there were side areas, but is this like a huge wide open area, and just because it's a speedrun, you just already know where you're going, or is it a little smaller than what I'm imagining with that Mega Man content?
I've never played Mega Man Legends, but it's definitely not that big, I don't think. There's definitely side paths and areas you can go to pick up other items and stuff, but it's not that big.
Okay. Mega Man Legends is, I mean, I've never played it, but I've seen it, and it's almost like it's an RPG, except, you know, you run around like it's a shooter.
Oh, okay. Oh, the aiming, please. Yeah, I'm using the D-pad to aim, as well as turn my character, and yeah, it's rough sometimes, but that's the main. Okay, it doesn't go through the doorway. Wait, that's the main reason why I'm like still a minute behind third place, I think. It's a pretty big gap, but I've been slowly. I just got a PB actually in practice.
Very nice.
So I'm slowly chipping away at my PB time to get closer to third place. And the third place time is 10 years old, so it's been there for a while.
Yeah, older games are certainly a lot, at least in my experience, they're a lot harder to get used to, so makes a lot of sense.
dodge. I don't even know what those enemies are supposed to be, but we dodged them.
Whatever they are.
And we got a giant boss here. Spider boss. It's kind of like, I don't even know if it's a robot spider or if it's supposed to be a giant spider, but it's something. It's probably not even triggering anyone's arachnophobia because it's of the PS1 graphics.
Yeah, it almost doesn't look like a spider.
But we're flying through this run. We got 2 more stages. This next one is like a tank night mission, and we're gonna keep using the laser power up here to hopefully take them out pretty quickly.
Are you like skipping cutscenes or something between?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, some of the levels you can just press like start to skip through some of the starting cutscenes there.
Makes a lot of sense. 'Cause I've not seen a lot of text boxes here. So
Right. Yeah.
story's got to be coming from somewhere.
This is the final stage. Okay, hopefully we don't hit fire too much.
Drive charged.
There's just like these big elevator sections we have to go down to reach the bottom level where the boss is at. You do take fall damage, and it can be pretty bad if you fall too far, but if you route in certain health pickups and stuff, it's not too bad usually. Alright, we got these turrets that are just lingering above us as we go down, so it's better to just strafe constantly, and hopefully you can keep dodging their bullets. I'm gonna use one of these Nova abilities because we can immediately pick up more ammo here and be back at max 139. 139 is like the max you can get because I had 119 at one time, but if you end a level with a high amount of bullets, like 100 or so, it carries over into the next level, and they give you like a default amount when you start a level, and that just gets added on to the stack. And with 139, we're able to chain 3 of those Nova attacks to hopefully hit the boss pretty good for quite a few hits. Alright, gonna do this, get some health, and we're good. Down to the final boss through here. Here's the big bad boss. And on final hit, that will be time. But it just depends on the RNG of the attacks that the boss does. So we're gonna do our 3 chain attacks here. Melt his health quite a bit. Can almost get close to like a 1 cycle on the boss, but it's always just shy of getting there. Some decent RNG on the attacks. Hopefully we get another big one. Here we go. And that is time.
GG.
Nice. And we have to see the final cutscene because it's adorable. Each character has a different like ending cutscene, and this is the one for Steer. Congratulations, here's a puppy. And the credits song is pretty good too. A lot of the tracks in this game are pretty good. Makes it a lot more fun to play through the game as well.
Oh, for sure.
But that was Gungage. Pretty straightforward, not a lot of like crazy skips or glitches, just kind of get good, play through the game with as best your skill as you can.
You just cut the 18-minute mark there, 17:59.6.
Okay, awesome. Nice.
That's a very good run. It looks like a very interesting game.
Yeah. Yeah, I cut through a lot of the game. There's some side areas to pick up. There's these flower pickups, and if you get 100, then you can unlock other things in the game. I can show you in the options real quick. If you get all 100 flowers, you can do
Please select character.
unlock art, and you can unlock. You got the picture viewer to check out the different characters. And then you got the music tracks you can filter through. Pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
The music player stage select for each character, so you can practice different sections with characters. But yeah, pretty cool game. Hidden gem for sure. Check it out if you have the ability to track it down.
Yeah,
as retro games prices go, this one isn't too bad from what I've experienced last time I checked. So Japanese version isn't too bad.
That's what it's good. Yeah, it's retro games are like they're either going to be cheap or they're going to be $1,000.
Yeah, I just went to the SoCal Gaming Expo out here where I'm at, and I was looking for a few games, and some of them it's just like insane how much they're asking now.
Oh yeah,
that's how it goes.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, do you have any closing thoughts or any shout outs you want to give?
No, I mean, just you can check out my YouTube and Twitch channels, same name, Z Money Train. I like to do Star Wars speedruns as well as just random obscure games like this, stuff you've never heard of, but maybe might find interesting. But yeah, check me out there. And that's it. Thanks for having me, Church.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here, for showing off the run. Like I said, it was a fantastic run. It looked really interesting. I'm glad I had you showcase it. With that said, we do have a few more games for you tonight, everybody. We've got Current coming up next. Just a quick reminder before we go to that break. If you are ever curious what's coming up on the Hotfix, or if you're interested in running something on GDQ, you can always check out this week's schedule or submit your runs to be showcased. That's over at gdq.gg/hotfix. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in just a few minutes here, everyone. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Games Done Quick Hotfix. Tonight is our community grab bag. So we got a bunch of runs that have been submitted by you, the Hotfix viewers, and we're going to have them showed off. Before we get into it, just a quick reminder here. Black in a Flash is a community that uplifts and connects black speedrunners of all levels, hosting special events throughout the year to raise money for charity and celebrate black talent in the gaming scene. You can use !BAF in chat to learn more and get involved. Also, Black in a Flash's next event, Juneteenth Class of 2026, is going to be coming up 2 weekends from now, June 18th through the 21st, here on the Games Done Quick channel. You can use !Juneteenth in Twitch chat to learn more and see the schedule. With all of that said, we have Current up next. I'm going to hand it over to our runner and commentators. Let everybody introduce themselves.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. I'm King J0444, and welcome to Current. This game is really sick. I'm very excited to get to show it off today. It's very recent. This game came out less than 2 months ago, so it's also very fast. Like, this is going to come at you so quick. So because of that, I'm not going to talk too much. I have two commentators here. If they would speak.
We talked about this.
Apparently I have 0 commentators.
Alright, we're just gonna go.
Hello, my name is Epic Crossover. I have played this game a decent amount, but there's a few things that I might not be too certain about, but we'll get a few things going, because this game is very fun. Like, shout outs to the absolute wonderful speedrunning scene this game has. There is a whole thing we will talk throughout the run, because this game will come at you fast.
This game's super fast paced. It is a first person parkour platformer, kind of like, I like to say it's like Neon White meets Celeste, where it's more about like movement preservation and stuff like that, and building momentum. We're doing flow all levels, which is basically like the story mode. There is a circuit speedrun mode here with actual like in-game splits, but we're not going to use that because if you die once, you have to restart, and that's not good. So it's also way too short. So and I want to see everything this game has to offer, including the tutorial and all of the hub worlds. There are 3 hub worlds, 6 levels in each. So that's the plan. So we're gonna go ahead and get started when we select tutorials. So like I said, I'm not gonna talk too much because I gotta lock in and focus. So without further ado, let's start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
All right, good luck. Good luck. All right, so the first section is the tutorial section. This is the hardest part of the game because the tutorial, you cannot end up losing like a life, for example, because if so, then you have to go into the restart menu, and it takes a lot of time to do that. And because in regular levels, you can reset, but here, got it done in no time flat.
Yeah, here you can't quick restart, so you have to wait to fall to your death, which sucks.
Yeah.
But that's over. So now we're on to the actual levels. These are like the hub worlds, the havens, where we can like actually platform to our levels. All right, time to lock in.
Yes. So you're going to get used to the movement tech that King J is displaying here. One of the main things is a thing known as wave dash. So there's specific movements that you end up doing. So there's dives, there's dashing, and then also these air bubbles as well. So the faster you jump / dash out of a slide, the bigger your speed boost gets. So that is what you're going to be seeing a lot from Joey here, and you're also going to be seeing like you also can see like a perfect wave dash where there's a specific sound that ends up playing during this. So a lot of these levels are very, very fast paced by doing specific shortcuts. And also another mechanic called dive dashing, which we won't be seeing too much of as much as wave dashing, but we'll still see it in high amounts. Dive dashing is while you're in the air, you can dive, then immediately dash, and it gives you a much stronger dash like that, where you get able to get a few other areas a lot faster than doing it just by dashing.
By the way, this level, don't blink, by the way. This level's gonna be really quick.
I'll try not to.
Nice. Awesome. Nailed it.
Sorry, I blinked. Could you do that again?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I got you. And by I got you, I mean, no. How dare you?
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
That's my bad.
Joey-
That's on me.
So we're already on to the last level of this world. That's how quick this game is.
Yeah. Also, I was going to mention this real quick. Joey's going to be very careful when he finishes the level because he doesn't want to restart the course because that would lose a little bit of time if he does that. So
Oh no! Oh!
There we
Okay,
go.
you got it. You got it.
You can always save yourself in this game. That's the wonderful part.
Yeah, that's another good mechanic. At least I would say as good mechanic, I would say.
Oh, yeah. All right, so the way we end the havens is by going to these big portals here, and then we have to menu to the next one. So there we go. That is wind done. Now we're moving on to rain. And rain has some fun mechanics and also some not fun mechanics.
Yeah. There are some other like movement tech things that you would see in like IL runs, but in terms of the Haven and what we're going to be showcasing, you won't be seeing those, at least not that much, I would say. So, yep. Ooh.
You know, I'm just going to restart that.
Yeah. So, unlike the tutorial, you can actually quick reset here to where you can, in case you make a little bit of a mistake. Doesn't lose too much time in this area, so just gotta make sure.
Yeah, so here coming up we have the bubbles. These are my least favorite mechanic in in this world, but then we follow up with my favorite mechanic, which leads to some really awesome strats.
Yeah.
Do the bubbles work similar to like the dream blocks and Celeste kind of thing?
Kinda. It's just weird with the speed though, because like you need to be in them for a certain amount of time to actually gain speed. So yeah, it's really, really awkward.
Yeah, because they basically, the bubbles redirect your movement based on where you're looking, so it's a little odd, but
that was
not too
though.
bad there. that was a very
All
good
right,
explain.
these are the fastest paced level, or some of the fastest paced levels in the run, and if I could land there, thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, these are the. Actually, do you want to explain this epic as I lock in for these really hard strats here?
Yeah. So we have this. This is the glide level.
And it's done.
And it's done.
That was beautiful. That was
So
Nice.
I wanted to make sure that
Yeah, so
Joey locked in
these
there.
you double your speed if you ride on the back of them. These are, I like to say, these are like CS:GO surfing because it kind of is.
Yeah, the correct term is water gliders. Basically, the longer you're on the glider, the faster your speed is. However, if you're on the back side of it, you can see it's twice as fast. But it also comes with a downside of just like, hey, you have to go extremely fast. And also, oh my goodness!
Oh, that level was so scary to do well. So I'm glad I got it. Can I? Okay, now I can't dash. Okay, listen. Let's just. Okay, there we go. Slow down a little bit.
Just a quick dive dash there. Yeah, the dashing in this game, like it's very easy to mess it up.
All right, so we're on to our final haven already. Yeah. So 6 more levels, and then we will be done with the run. So.
Yep.
All right. Oh, whoops! I almost forgot these levels existed. Okay, let's do this. Let's do these levels. All right. So Moon has higher gravity, or lower gravity. So because of that, we're a lot floatier, which means we can do some pretty cool strats. Like go. Oh, that's gonna be a little bit tighter to hit this. Okay, cool. Still made it. Nice.
Don't worry.
I accidentally got a wall jump there instead of a dash dive. But that's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all about chaining momentum, and this game has a huge IL scene. I'm the only one who actually runs like the flow mode, and I'm the only one who actually has submitted on speedrun.com. So if you would like to change that, this game's very cheap. It's like $5, and I would highly recommend it.
I would also recommend it myself too. Yeah, so you have the gravity field, which slows you down a little bit. Also, the stars that you'll also be seeing in this world, or this haven.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can wall jump on the underside or backside of it to activate like a vertical star. However, we're not going to see that towards that. That's kind of more of like an IL strategy. But you can also dash to activate a horizontal star, which is what you'll actually will see from King J here.
All right, that wasn't the greatest, but that's okay. We still made it. And we also have like another mechanic coming up in the last 2 levels, and that's where we get some very awesome speed, which is the speed rings, as I like to call them.
Yeah.
But as you can see, we're actually getting
it's okay.
You save yourself.
You got this. You got this.
Oh my goodness!
I don't know how I saved that. That's never happened before. Here you go, GDQ. There you
Yay!
go. I shouldn't have saved that. I don't know how I saved that. All right.
You can infinitely save yourself as long as you like keep on chaining, like hitting the wall.
Once again, don't blink. These levels are really fast. Don't blink. Also, time's coming up in like a minute or 2, so just a heads up. Okay, unless I mess up like that. Okay, I really want to get this strat, so I'm gonna keep going for it. Come on.
Yeah.
I believe in you.
You got this.
Come on. Come on, give me the jump. Give me the jump. I'm gonna keep going for it. Okay, nice. All right, once again, don't blink, because this part's even wilder. Nice, okay.
Nice, okay.
That is so hard to do.
I took a sigh of relief there. Oh my goodness.
All right.
Way harder than it looks, by the way.
And then the last level, so time isn't going to be when we finish this level, it's actually going to be when we enter the last portal to finish off Moon, so that's when time will be.
Yep. Yeah.
And this level also is very fast-paced, if you couldn't tell. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
And this part specifically is really hard to do with the ending here. Oh, okay.
Oh, nicely done.
All right, so get ready on time. if I can actually make it.
Very soon, very soon.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
All right. And time.
GG.
Nicely done.
GG.
What was the time for that? Whenever anyone can see it.
Probably gonna be about a 9.
Updating real quick.
Ooh. Wait, yeah, if you could give me a specific.
9.
9?
Yeah.
That's a tie world record.
Yeah.
I should.
Nice.
So here's the thing. That record was my GDQ submission video for SGDQ. I don't run this category unless it's for a marathon.
Yeah.
Because it's like kind of just, yeah, the world record is a 930. So that is really funny that I reset one level like 20 times and still got a 930. So, but yeah, that is current. Like I said, this game's super awesome. Shouts to the devs for making a very in-depth game. This game just becomes more fun the better you get at it. So whether you want to grind out one IL, as you can see, there's individual level times with in-game leaderboards and stuff like that, or if you want to do circuit, or if you want to do flow mode, I highly recommend this game. Are there any shoutouts that you two want to give?
Shoutouts to the Discord of this game. There's a very active speedrunning community for this game. If you want to join, I would very happily encourage you to do so, because this game is fantastic. And make sure you follow King J on Twitch if you want to see Joey doing current a lot more, because this is a very good experience, and also it's not that much on Steam. I definitely would recommend giving it a shot.
I also have this game on backup for SGDQ, so maybe we'll see it there.
Yes.
Maybe, possibly.
Maybe we'll see.
Hopefully. But yeah,
Fingers crossed.
I've been on more, and I have a GDQ Hotfix show myself. Seeing the ground every other Monday as well. The same slot as this. So next week you'll see the next episode. Outside of that, thank you, Joey, for having me here. I still need to play this game myself, and I definitely am feeling more convinced to do so after this showcase because it's
Me as well.
so much fun. But yeah, that is all for me.
It's all for me too.
Yeah. Thanks for having us on.
Yeah, this was a super cool game. I'm really glad I had you all on to showcase it. This looks super cool. So yeah, especially if it's as cheap as you said, like everybody should check this out. It's like super cool. So yeah, thank you all for being here and showing it off. We do have one more game coming up. Before we get into it, just a quick reminder. Less of a reminder, but I do just want to thank everybody, for supporting Games Done Quick with your gift subs, subscriptions, gift subs, and bitch cheered. Everything you contribute actually really does help keep our shows going. So if you are enjoying the stream, if you could consider subscribing for exclusive emotes after viewing and access to chat during replays, it does really help us put these shows on. With that said, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with the last game in just a few minutes here. That was awful. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Games Done Quick Hotfix. This is going to be our final game for the night. Before we get into it, just a quick reminder for you all. Again, yeah, if this is a community grab bag, and if you ever want to be on the Hotfix, you can submit a run to be showcased on the Hotfix. That's what this episode is tonight. It's a bunch of games that have been submitted by you, the audience. So if you ever want to do that, you can do that over at gdq.gg/hotfix, and you also see what's coming up on this week's schedule. With all that said, we've got a game here. I'm going to hand it over to our runner and commentary for Frasier Fantasy DX.
Hey, thank you, Church, and hey there, all you GD cuties. I am Iggy Zig. Well, it's been a minute. How y'all been? Y'all looking great. Yeah, y'all looking great. Anyway, on commentary, I have Zoku Bun, because when you do cool things with cool people. Zoku, how you doing tonight, buddy?
I mean, I was about to say, you never compliment me like that anymore, Iggy.
I know, right? Well, it's because of what's going to be happening in a few minutes here. But Zoku's here. I'm here with a 100% run of Frasier Fantasy Director's Cut. We got the main quest, the side quest, the Director's Cut content, all collectibles and all that good stuff. So let's just get this party started in 3, 2, 1, a go. All right, Frasier Fantasy is a fan game based on the sitcom back from the 1900s. If you watched it when it aired, that's awesome. Please schedule your cholesterol screening. We got Frasier Crane Smug Countenance gracing our screens. And unlike most RPGs where our main goal is to kill God, goal in this game is kind of similar. We're going to host a lovely dinner party featuring this vintage Victorian-era mother-of-pearl luncheon set. How absolutely exquisite. And he says, huzzah! But first, in order to get our condo cleared up for the night, we have 3 main tasks to do. We're going to be seeing them here in a second. Yeah, there you go. That's our main quest. And by the end of the run, we're going to have this whole lovely status screen filled. First up, we're going to go and talk to our dad. Our dad's a retired detective. He's still trying to crack the case of the Weeping Lotus. So for this first main quest, we're just going to go around the condo, pick up his case files, get our first collectible here. We're going to say hi to Eddie. Hello there, Eddie. And then we're going to go and hand these case files over to Dad, so we can go and skedaddle, hang out with his boys over at McGinty's, you know, all that good stuff. So yeah, 33% of the game done. And as we go through Seattle here, we are going to go ahead and make our way over to the radio station. A very beautiful rendition of Seattle, so we can go and get to work here. And everybody, let me tell you something. If you got a problem, if you're feeling low, you're looking for some answers, the things you need to know. I'm a little fast. There's the jingle. All you got to do is ask Zokubun, because the real reason I asked you here is you're going to be doing some radio psychiatry for us.
Oh, this is pressure.
5 questions. Let's make the magic happen. First up, should we shout out the city of Hump Tulips, Washington?
Oh, hell yeah. Hump Tulips.
Hell yeah.
What a name.
Let's
if you're in
do
Hump
it.
Tulips in chat, shout yourself out, please.
Love it. There's like 2,000 people in that city. Next question. What do we not want to see delivered to our doorstep? Role-playing games or lingerie?
This is Hotfix After Dark, but we got to keep it family friendly. Lingerie. No lingerie on our doorstep.
Yeah, cringe, sus, don't like it. Zoku, how am I going to get through the rest of my work week?
Fake it till you make it, Iggy. Show that confidence.
Confidence, sure. I'll have a double shot of confidence right after this run. Next up, very inspiring. Should everybody follow their dreams? What do you think?
Yes.
Yes. Everyone, follow your dreams out there. Zero
I'm not even
consequences
whipping this.
for that
Yes.
answer. And then one last question. Zoku, do you want to see a really cute sprite of celebrated character actor Dan Butler?
Yes.
There he is. Dan Butler, happy Pride Month. And with that, we have a successful Seattle Broadcasting Award-winning radio show. We're going to get it from Roz, and we're going to turn this tape into the stacks back here, the KCL archives. Now, if you've been to a radio station, you know it's dank and dark and depressing and full of bats. So we're going to negotiate this and go to the keeper of the stacks, Noel, on the other screen. Now, like most RPGs that are great, you don't have to take random encounters if you don't want to. We could just dodge all these bats. I'm a bat lover. I'm not a bat fighter. Besides, these bats eat bananas, and bananas are good for you. Speaking of things that are good for you, we're all collecting all the collectibles in this game. We're picking up coffees, which restore HP, kind of like potions. And we're also getting sherries, which restore MP, which stands for Motivation for Psychiatry. That's going to make sense in a second. Oh, we got paparazzi'd. You know, it just happens. I'm a celebrity, too. I understand all the time. So, yeah, let's go and make our way down to Noel right there on the lower left screen.
Siggy.
I mean, hey.
Celebrity right there.
Celebrity hot fixer. So let's go and safety save. And Noel's expecting to see Roz. He's not happy to see us. And he is in his Star Trek regalia, pointing a phaser at us. So I think we should start by giving him therapy. It's a very good idea. So in addition to physical damage, I need to do some mental damage to him for the first part. So I'm going to be doing some ultra hot takes to make sure he doesn't get a turn to damage me down. And you know how tough it is to be a Star Trek fan nowadays? Let me tell you, like, we're just getting kicked when we're down every single time I do this run. Who's a more irritating character? Captain Picard, of course, of the USS Enterprise. And why was Star Trek canceled? Oh, that hurts. It was not boring. It was amazing. But now, we got to make sure to see how dodgy that Frasier is. And right there, wow.
I mean, first of all, I do have to point out, you're kicking yourself, Iggy, but you're not doing great at dodging your own kicks. Luckily, Frasier's better at dodging than you are. Frasier has a 1 in 3 dodge chance. It was originally programmed to be 1 in 5, but due to the way the Game Boy does RNG, it's bumped up in the game. And yes, this game does actually run on working Game Boys.
I love it. Yeah, he's actually, the developer of this game has ported this to hardware. It's great. We're getting nothing but dodges. We're flipping a 3-sided coin, and it's landing on the side every single time. But yeah, we're about to literally punch out for the day. Noel, Have yourself a good day. Our radio show is complete. That's our second main test done. We are leveled up. Let's go and restore our HP here. It's always a good idea. And let's take this phone call so we can unlock some Director's Cut content in a little bit. So let's go and get that done. But as far as our third test at our Grape Scissors, let's go to our old coffee hunt, Cafe Nervosa, where we meet our brother Niles in characteristic fashion here. Hello there, Niles. Hello there, Frasier. Yeah, we're going to chat with him. Well, we're going to get our coffee first. But I don't want to get going just yet. My Frasier senses are tingling. I want to go ahead and read these periodicals up here. Just do a little reading. Reading's always fun. They put the fun in fundamental. Reading is fun. They put the fun in fundamental. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, we're getting paparazzi again. That's not really flattering angle, but we'll be fine. Let me go and get my coffee here. That's not my coffee. Can I have my coffee, please? That's not my coffee. Can I have my coffee, please? That's my brother's coffee. Can I have my coffee, please? Can I have a coffee? There's my coffee. Okay, excellent, perfect. So, we're going to talk with our brother Niles in return for our grape scissors that he borrowed. He wants our in-home healthcare workers' hairbrush for reasons. He ain't saying, I ain't asking. And since this is the point of the run where I gotta play a video game in a video game, I'd usually throw to donations, but Zoko, I think for this Hotfix special, we have a very special message from the developer themselves.
I can't believe you sourced a donation for your Hotfix run, Iggy.
That's so funny.
So we were actually supposed to have Edward, the developer of the game, on commentary with us, but unfortunately the timing didn't work out. But Edward would love to tell you all, I'm blown away at the positivity towards the first game I ever made, and equally surprised by its longevity, for a 20-minute RPG. Frasier has been a constant in my life for 30 plus years, so I'm glad I get to honor the memory of Crane's incompetence at throwing a simple dinner party. Thanks to Iggy Zig for speedrunning, and to you all for watching. And by the way, if you're watching in chat, Edward has told us that he will be watching the VOD of this run, and so he has an unofficial poll for you all. What should his next must-see TV 90s sitcom RPG be? A. Seinfeld Fantasy? B. Friends Fantasy?
Oh my god.
C. You're right in. Put your answers in chat. And Church, actually, you and I were talking a little in the green room just earlier, and we had to acknowledge we've never seen Frasier. Yeah. So what would your answer be?
Yeah, and shout outs to Edward. He can't be here tonight because he's doing big band music for horse dressage. One of the most Frasier coded things someone could be doing. But yeah, he loves everybody here. He actually helped out with the 100% run. And yeah, go to his itch.io page and play this game right now for free on your browser. Also ported to hardware. You could download ROMs of it, so you could play this, on your Game Boy on the go with like a flash card. And yeah, please write in. I'm voting for Wings Fantasy myself. Anybody remember Wings? That's a great show. My golly.
No.
Wings is, don't sleep on it. It's one of the best from the 90s. But yeah, here's Daphne and her publicity still from her PBS sitcom. Well, the BBC sitcom was on PBS. I scared her hair, but she's, oh my god, she's going to be trying to sleepwalk. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Let's go ahead and get our wall alcohol. I don't have a problem. You might have a problem. And yeah, we are prepping to get the third main test done, but let's go ahead and get some director's content in. The DX of DX by going up here. All right, so we got some scary woos coming from the back of this dilapidated restaurant known as Le Frères Heureux, the Happy Brothers.
Are we sure it's scary or just they're excited for your run?
I'm scared right now for what's going to be happening next. But an amazing restaurant known for its simultaneous opening and closing night spectacular fail, a great episode. But hello, our Frasier senses are tingling. There's something back in the kitchen that we do need to get. So, but we do have some unexpected guests over here. Those eels that were in those tanks for 9 months, they're now alive and moving around. Now, I love unagi, don't get me wrong, but sometimes the eel bites you back, and we do not want to take those fights. So yeah, we're just going to give them the old rope-a-dope. Yeah, what are they going to do? Zap me? No, I don't think so. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this up here.
It sounds like you're not really feeling it, Iggy.
The eeling it. Well, let me tell you what I'm feeling, folks. Everybody in chat, I want the god luck for the boss fight that's coming up. I need the god luck that's coming up. So everybody in chat, I want you to start typing in chat, Cherries Jubilee. Because I've had the god luck only once in the 6 months I've run this. I want this on happening, obviously. I mean, mods, If we can get like a 60-second poll with the question Cherries Jubilee and the answers Cherries Jubilee and Cherries Jubilee, everybody vote for that. Everybody start spamming Cherries Jubilee in chat because we're going to see Cherries Jubilee. You're going to see what that means here in just a second. But who's the source of all these oohs? It is our valet/waiter, Otto. So we got to get him out of his car here. We got ourselves a little scum VM stuff going on. We're going to tell him a really bad lie here before we start fighting him. Don't look. It's... Oh, God, that's horrible. God. All right, so Otto's out of the car. He's going to serve us 3 dishes. We want Cherries Jubilee. So come on, bring it, Otto. Bring in the Cherries Jubilee. Cherries Jubilee.
Your orders. Bring us Cherries Jubilee.
Cherries Jubilee, and get the Cherries Jubilee going in chat. Let's pop off with that Cherries Jubilee. It's over brandied. All we got to do is just set it on fire. Cherries Jubilee once again. Uno mas. Come on, let's get that in fuego. Let's get the most damage. Let's not get any damage. Come on, one more time. Cherries Jubilee. Oh, a walkie-talkie? Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. We can go and do therapy on him. He does damage us kind of the same time as Cherries Jubilee. Cherries Jubilee, yeah, there we go. Come on. The Cherries Jubilee work is working. Come on, chat. Vote for that. Vote for that Cherries Jubilee. Come on now. Come on now. Cherries Jubilee. Another walkie-talkie. Okay, not too bad. Let's go and get the therapy on him. So you have a walkie-talkie. Tell me more about it. I want to communicate. All right, let's get some Cherries Jubilee, though. Come on. Cherries Jubilee. Oh, wow. This luck is actually pretty phenomenal. The one thing that we don't want to see is not showing up. And did I just ruin it? No, Cherries Jubilee. Wow, come on. Chat,
this is
doing
amazing.
The magic is happening. We are getting the god luck and the walkie-talkie. Let's go slap him out. And for our travails and the amazing Cherries Jubilee luck, thank you, everybody. We get a bottle of 1975 DRC. That's a pretty swoosh bottle of wine, let me tell you. And now we're heading back to the Cafe Nervosa to hand the hairbrush over to Niles. So let's go ahead and do that, who is outright lying to us about our grape scissors based on this trail of nosebleed blood that he has going over to his ex-wife's manor. So let's go and get on the case, get our grape scissors. Absolutely key for a dinner party. Who won that poll, by the way?
Well, first I need to emphasize, I don't think I've ever seen you done a run where that third option, Veal Marsala, did not come up. No, that was amazing luck.
It was nothing but Cherries Jubilee.
And I need to let you know that Chad has been posting Cherries Jubilee nonstop for you.
No, I never told you to stop. Keep on going. So we're listening to Gustav Mahler's Symphony No. 2 in C minor, the Resurrection Symphony, the first movement, the Allegro Maestoso. And Zoku, I learned something earlier. I Dr. Code something. So grape scissors, right? They are scissors, okay, that you use for grapes.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that? I need to reset my dog again. Did you know that?
Yeah, what did you learn, Iggy?
I learned that grape scissors are scissors for grapes. I learned TIL. I mean, did you know?
It's in the name, Iggy.
I mean, come on now. I mean, does Chad know what grape scissors are? Or have they been, again, spawning Cherries Jubilee? And now we got Niles, our defalcating brother, who sets us up for our next fight.
Chat, grape scissors are Cherries Jubilee.
Cherries Jubilee. All right. And yeah, we're about to take on Niles' ex-wife Maris for the grape scissors. It's a one-on-one knockdown fight. Zoku, tell me about Maris, please.
All right. Well, we've mentioned with Otto the waiter fight we just had previously, and we kind of sort of seen with Neil, the Star Trek fan earlier. Every battle in this game comes with 3 attacks, and Maris has a pretty sophisticated trio. You might notice Maris is in a tank. That's a sensory deprivation tank, and so Maris sends out other people to attack for her. Yoshi the gardener, who throws garden shears for damage. We've seen those a couple of times. Her housekeeper, who we just saw, who heals her, and her fencing instructor Gunner, who performs the highest single damage attack in the entire game, the G.
The G, oh god.
Well, I was going to ask what's your plan for this fight.
Well, first off, we're going to get G. Game's thinking really G done quick. And for my strategy, I'm just going to match A. That's no problem. Maris has a static attack script, so with full HP, we can just take the damage, and we're going to get our dub here in just a second. No worries. Maris, we're just going to slap on the tank like a goldfish and get our dub here right now. And in a second, get our grape scissors. There we are. So that's all 3 main tasks complete. We even got a level up and learned an ego trip, which is definitely what I need. Here is our pretty item screen. We're all done. So let's go back to our condo. Let's get everything ready. Let's throw a massive, wonderful cotillion to wrap up this run. So let's go ahead and get into the elevator. And all of a sudden it closes on us. So we got to take the stairs. This is like Shinra Tower, except it's not 59 floors. It's only 19 floors. We have our last collectibles on floor 7 and 11, the last coffee, the last sherry. So I appreciate Edward again, making that easy to remember, 7-11. So let me do that.
I'm just saying, if you ever doubted this game was an RPG, these stairs should convince you.
You know it, no doubt. And those nosy neighbors are also encounters too. Again, we are dodging those. So, but yeah, our quads are pumping, our knees are shattered, our ankles are getting fluidy. We're about to go to floor 1901 is our condo. Let's go make it and get ready for our party. And then, oh crap, it's our ex-wife. Everybody. This is Lilith Sternin, PhD, MD, ADD, APA. Now, fun fact, when we did the radio show earlier in the run, and we told that one guy, well, Zoku told that one guy to pursue his public career.
Me?
While we told him, follow your dreams, I guess he heard, hey, go and break up with your girlfriend, Lilith Sternin, PhD, MD, ADD, APA. So our chickens have hatched. We are definitely counting them. Her attacks completely tear through our defenses. We cannot get our HP down in any way. In reality, this is a scripted fight. I'm just mashing it to get through it as possible. But we have one final choice here, Zoku. It all comes down to the coup de grace they're about to get. What are we going to appeal to?
I can't believe you're trusting me after I ruined this woman's life. Let's go save her reputation.
All right, think about your reputation, Lilith. I know you're going to get the funniest line to this run. My reputation ended the moment I held a sock puppet in hand. And with that, pow! Ow. With her satisfied, she takes off, and now it's time to do the party. We got a nice little shiner here. We got a bunny, but it's okay. Time heals all wounds, and it's time to show off our mother of pearl luncheons at our pièce de résistance. So everybody, attend, fellow preeminent antiquarians. Let's go ahead and check out its beautiful lunch. Where the fork's missing. Wait, where's the fork? What's going on? Oh, our dad has come back. He said he picked the fleas off the dog with a fork. So he's got the fork. He's now terrorizing our party guests. This party is just going amazing. Time's coming up very soon. We have our sister-in-law here in a second. She's going to start sleepwalking. Spoilers for the show, by the way. And time. Zoku, should I do the song? Should I sing the song?
Yes. Yes.
Hey, baby, I hear the blues are calling. Toss salads and scrambled eggs. Quite stylish. And maybe I seem a bit confused. Yeah, maybe. But we're on the GDQ Hotfix. But I don't know what to do with those tossed salads and scrambled eggs. They're calling again. And hey, everybody, has this community grab bag been amazing? Yes, 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 yes. Thank you, Zoka, for the commentary and support. Thank you, Church and GDQ, for everything that you do. And everyone, thank Edward here for his amazing, amazing, wonderful game. Search for it, y'all. And again, play it on your browser for free. And everybody in this house, every month is Pride Month. Love is love, and always fight for trans rights. Take care, everybody in church. I hand the stream back to you, my friend. Good night, everybody.
Thank you very much. Zoki, do you have anything else you want to say or any closing thoughts?
I mean, thank you, Iggy, for having me, and thank you, Church, for having us. Remember, follow your dreams, even if they include sock puppet hands.
What a fantastic message. Yeah, thank you both so much for being this. That's something. This is about what I expected from this run. Yeah, so I do appreciate both of you being here, talking about it, showing off the run. And yeah, just as a reminder, I know I've said it a lot, it's going to sound like a broken record, but this is the Community Grab Bag. This is a show put on, this is a show that takes a bunch of runs that you, the community, have submitted and showcases them, or lets you showcase them. So if you are interested in being on the Hotfix, you can always do that over at gdq.gg/hotfix. Yeah, unfortunately, we do not have any more show for you tonight. We are going to have more tomorrow. We're going to have Hidden Heroes at 7 p.m. Eastern, followed by Express Lane. If you have missed out on any of this show or Make Your Own Victory beforehand, we are actually going to replay both of the shows starting just after the break in a few minutes here when I'm done talking. So stick around for that, and yeah, hope to see you tomorrow.